Welcome. The show you're about to listen to is part of the Hopped Up Network's growing family of craft beer podcasts in the U.S. and Canada. Find this show and others like it at hoppedupnetwork.com, the spot for informative and entertaining craft beer podcasts.
I got this. Okay. I got it. Okay.
I got some beers. Let's drink them, huh?
Some film at 11, why don't you follow me down to the brewery? I'll tie a bowling ball to my ankle, dive in the vat of beer. I'll leave this world the same way I entered my marriage, dead drunk!
Hello?
Want a beer?
Hook it up!
Yeah. Hook me up!
Y'all heard, take it from the top. 1, 2.
Beer?
This is how we do it.
My mic sound nice, check 1. My mic sound nice, check 2. My mic sound nice, check 3. Are you ready?
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
You like parties? Yeah. We can invite all our friends and have soda and pie. Yeah! I hope no bad people show up.
My mic sounds nice, check 1. My mic sounds nice, check 2. My mic sounds nice, check 3. My mic sounds nice, check 4. My mic sounds nice, check 5. My mic sounds nice, check 6.
Are you ready?
You want some of this milk?
Rather have a beer.
What do you guys give me if I kill that bird? Barbara, that's a bald eagle. Get away, Baldy! Yeah!
It's the Word with Mike at GovsRadio.com. Busy day here trying to get the studio up and going, which I did not appreciate. But yet, we're here. The board's working. The webcam is up. We got the Steve Cam on tonight. Hold on, I got to put you on for a second. Oh, sticky board. Go ahead. Hi.
Steve Cam all the time.
Steve Cam is here. Wow. I got to get, like, all these mice out of here that are just ridiculous. I mean,
it's almost as exciting as Cam Girls. Almost.
There's the Steve Cam for all those who are watching on Facebook, YouTube, and GovsRadio.com tonight. We expect the phones to be ringing off the hook, which might be good that Dave from Eastern hasn't shown up yet, so we might be able to field some phone calls, which we are giving away 2 tickets to AC.
Doug.
What did I say?
Doug. Dave.
Did I say Dave? Sorry.
That's why he's not here.
My name's Doug, and I'm out of here. Anyone remember?
I'm out of here.
So that phone's gonna be ringing off the hook, as I think it might. If it does not, then no big deal. All right, we'll figure it out. But we do have guests that are here, and they are in studio with us. I'll get off the Steve Cam so you can see something a little better looking. Sorry, Steve. Goodbye, Steve.
Thanks.
Goodbye, Steve. No, not you.
Mike.
Not you. Sheila Michelle here. We're going to talk to them. Christ. All right, so let's get through some quick sponsors here.
God, no.
Is the Word with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. We are live here at Governor's Comedy Club. We are also broadcasting live on Facebook, on YouTube, and, of course, on our home station, GovsRadio.com. Go to GovsRadio.com and go hit watch now and watch us all night and give us a call throughout the night, 516-465-3990. We will be doing some New Jersey brewery trivia in order to award somebody 2 tickets to the AC Beer Fest April 3rd. Joining us, myself, Pete, Steve, and guess who's here?
Not Dave.
Is this Doug?
Doug
is
from
here.
Mr. Brewing.
Hey.
Hi, Doug.
We literally just started.
Dougie
so
Fresh.
No worries.
I've been sitting out front.
Oh, you were out there? I was doing the Instagram. I know you said you weren't very Instagram savvy, so
Go sit, Dougie.
Yeah, this is your seat. Well, welcome. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, Doug will be right back, and we'll finish up our sponsors, and by the time we're ready to go. Sweet. So, yes, we are sponsored by Tavor. Go to Tavor for your beer at your doorstep. In the promo code, type in WORT, W-O-R-T, for the percentage off for some nonsense. Shirts on tap. Of course, we are sponsored by Brewers Hardware, which is the one I forgot 2 weeks ago.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that was my fault. So Brewers Hardware, and a lot of the other contracts have, expired, and we are today promoting DrinkAid, which could be potentially a new sponsor. We saw all the Instagram ladies out there promoting it, and I felt like, hey, here's non-ladies, well, ladies you, but us non-ladies, we could make some.
I was going to say, do I have to
you and I can
appear in
make
a thong?
cleavage happen. We could do that.
I could definitely make, with my diet lately.
Yeah? It's awesome.
I
Okay.
definitely could.
So we're going to
Salad
be,
B cup.
at one point.
feeding the 5-week-old? Yeah.
He's been
I'm
breastfeeding.
nursing. He's been
it's
breastfeeding.
nursing. That's a better
You've
way
been
of saying
nursing?
it. A little more
Because
sensitive
you got a
ways.
little witness over there. I don't know if you're lactating
He's lactating.
or it's sweat.
Just flop
or
sweat.
just sweat.
Here he
Flop
drank
sweat.
the beer and spilled it already. So we'll be promoting this a little bit tonight, and somebody or anybody might be able to help me drink one and give us some information back about how it is, because we're going to be drinking all night. So we have the initial, I think it's prevention. And then tomorrow, whoever drinks
Prevention
it tonight, we'll
and
get
recovery,
We'll get
or
the recovery
recovery.
one as well, and we just want to hear back on how this was, and they want to hear feedback, and then we can move forward from there. And then we're also exploring some ventures with vintage beer T-shirts and a couple other people who
Are
I
you gonna
talked
be
to.
all Schlitz T-shirts?
No, yeah, that'd be good. I like a good Schlitz shirt.
Good Schlitz.
Get a good
6 Schlitzes.
So again, we're giving away 2 tickets to the AC Beer Fest, 516-465-3990, and we have our first phone call. Who is this?
DJ D-Love.
Of D-Love. How are you, buddy?
Of course it is, Dennis. How are you?
We got to start the show off with you, buddy. How's it going?
Not bad. And what are the tickets? What you got to do for the tickets?
So
I'm ready.
you're gonna
You got to be calling number 5.
wait. First of all, D,
And answer the
are you going to be
trivia
able
question.
to get a transportation down to Atlantic City, New Jersey?
No, I can. Yes, maybe I could do it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. That's the first question, because I know you don't drive, so I want to make sure that you can get down there.
Yes, I could. I can ask my cousin to drive me down there anytime, any day.
All right, Pete, get his information really quick, not on the air, but just who is he, what is he doing, and see if he can promote his show coming up in August.
D-Love, tell us about the show. Who's
Yeah,
the first
Love
guest?
and special sauce.
I have some people come on my show. Named Danielle. She's come on my show. It's gonna be a great show. It's called D-Love Special.
D-Love what show?
Special.
Gun show?
No, D-Love Special Show.
D-Love special show.
D-Love.
Yeah.
That sounds so exciting. What are the topics for the first show, Dennis?
No, actually, not my name no more. My name is DJ D-Love now.
Oh, pardon me, DJ D-Love.
Yeah, it's okay.
So,
Well, the show I'm about to do is about my business.
you there?
D,
Yeah.
are you there?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
still
here we go, D. I got our questions here, and here's the deal. You have to get 3 of these correct, and here's what you're going to do. You're actually going to help the people that are listening right now, because then they could actually very quickly Google search and get the answers before they actually start. So here's the deal. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. I'm not going to give you a long time to answer it, so you don't sit there and look it up on the internet or anything like that. I want you to try to answer as fast as you can. And I'm going to throw you a very big, high-arcing softball question to start. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, what is the name of the liquid extracted from the mashing process during the brewing of beer?
It has to be the grapes.
The grapes?
Yep.
Okay, question
All right.
1, incorrect. You're going to have to, I'm not going to give you the answers. We're not giving answers out. They have to get them right, and I'll tell you yes or no. All right? I'll give you question number 2, even though you now did not win the tickets, because you have to get all 3 right. Okay? Here we go.
Yep.
A bill was just passed in New Jersey allowing these into breweries, provided that the brewery owner allows it.
I don't know that one. That's a question. That's a hard one.
It
is a hard one.
Yeah. And here's the last one. And for people that are listening, can start to get a head start on some of these, though I have more than just 3. D, you got to give me just a throw-out answer here. Currently, how many craft breweries are here in New Jersey? Not here. There in New Jersey. We're not in New Jersey.
There's about 5 in New Jersey.
Yes, correct. You're 5. Sorry. D, we appreciate you playing the game. And last plugs before we go.
One more plug before we go.
Go.
Yes, I want to give you guys a little. I'm going to sing a little song for you guys.
I don't know if we have time for a song.
D?
But when does the show start?
Wait. Give me your, because this will be quick. 15 seconds, American Idol style. Go.
Yo, I'm gonna do a rap song for you guys. Yo, my name is D Love, and I'm gonna play the beat. Yo, I'm on GovsRadio. My name is Mike and Pete on GovsRadio. Man, I'm from the Brewers. Man, I'm gonna play that. Man, I'm on D Love show. Let's go, homie. Yeah, my name is D Love and Pete show. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boys. Don't play with me. I'll bother you anytime, any day. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, all right.
We're with Mike at GovsRadio.com. You heard it first. D Love's coming in hot.
That was hot.
That's right. They're coming to get you now, D. D, run. D, run. If you're going to whip out that rap stuff, you got to go. Yap. All right. D, we'll see you later, buddy.
Oh, let me.
Oh.
Yeah, D's got him.
Oh,
I think the cops got him. It's a shame. D's got to tone down the rap, and I think that he'll do just fine. And just for the people watching on Instagram, not Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and of course on our home site, GovsRadio.com, our buddy Doug from Eastern Front Brewing Company just showed up. Say hi, Doug.
How are you?
Oh, I should have your mic on. And
that might help you, Doug.
No, well, that's my fault. What's going on, man?
How are you?
Thanks a lot for coming out.
Good evening.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for making the drive.
Yeah, I know you're out there in the midst of the coronavirus as we all walked in here and licked doorknobs on the way in, just so you know.
How is the zombie apocalypse on the east end of the island?
I am well prepared.
All right. Plenty of beer, plenty of meat. That's all I would need. Beer and meat. I'll survive on the 8 pounds I gained since last October. So thanks a lot for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for inviting me.
I'm excited to talk to you because I've been out to you, and we had a really great tie-in tonight because one of your
Pull that up just a little bit closer to you.
yeah, you can adjust it this way. Just move it up on the stand. No, like this. Look, just move it up. Yeah, look, it'll stay. It's kind of counterbalanced. It's kind of weird.
There
you got a good voice.
Better.
He does.
Damn.
Everybody says that I have a
Smooth.
radio.
Radio voice, yeah.
Yes. Well, we might hire you here at GovsRadio.com and give us an afternoon show. But yes, so you had one of your staff members take part in the Lady Brewster's
Not
brewing
just
process.
a staff member, but
That is my girlfriend. And
There
my
you
partner
go.
in crime.
Oh, yeah.
See, I know Michelle from being out in Norfolk and talking to her online, and I know Sheila from the boys out in Long Island, but I was unfamiliar with a lot of the other women as part of this. But what I did see is that the video that was on our local news channel, News 12, and did the spotlight on the organization, it was all shot at Eastern Front.
Yes, it was.
I was there over the summer, and I was like, oh, that's Eastern Front. He's coming on. This is awesome. Perfect little tie-in. I didn't plan it. I promise I didn't plan it.
We're not that good.
What?
We're not that good.
No, we're not. We're really not that good. Don't think that was us trying. And it was kind of last minute that I invited you guys in, so I really appreciate it. And I want to quickly start with you guys because there's just a lot to tie in then to what Doug is doing and everything out there. So give us the rundown. I'm probably going to end up trying to play the clip on here or up there a little later, just so people can see the news report because they're more, journalistic than I am. But I watched it, I read up about it. So give us the lowdown on the organization, Lady Brewster's here on Long Island, and what you guys have done and what you guys are doing now.
So several of us women from 7 of the East End breweries have come together and collaborated. We brewed a beer called Lunar Ascent. It's an IPA with hibiscus and ginger, which I brought today. And
drink the shit out of that. I was excited. He was going like, I want to try it. And I couldn't find it like super locally, and I couldn't make the whole trek out there during the weekend. I was afraid it was going to go.
Yeah, we brewed 10 barrels so that every single brewery would have enough to serve.
Okay.
$1 from every pint sale from each participating brewery is going towards Family Service League and all of their programs. We're designating it towards any of their programs that help women in need, but the specific nonprofit does help children, families in need, senior citizens.
Perfect.
They have such a variety of programs.
Cool. Very cool.
So you guys all got together. How did you guys get the 7 ladies together? What was the process of kind of bringing you all in one place to do this?
I wrote emails to a bunch of the women that I knew, and then some of them that I didn't know. Actually, Christina, I had met for the first time in December when I asked her to be involved.
Nice.
So you guys have been planning this for a few months then?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sorry, I was just going through and
December
sharing to all our sites.
Roughly the first contact? Or?
Yeah, I want to say the second week of December is when I started outreach.
Right.
And obviously trying to time it for March for Women's History Month, right?
Yes,
Excellent.
exactly.
National Women's Month.
International Women's Month. And we just had International Women's Day
yesterday.
And when I said it, a girl in my classroom, a teacher, she goes, "Yeah, it was a 23-hour day." I go, "I know, I'm sorry.
We got
It's still a
robbed
man's world. I got
again.
it. It's always something." And I have 18 different districts in my classroom, so whenever I mention Black History, it all comes up. Oh, you get the shortest one.
month.
I
They got
know.
an extra day this year?
They did. They got an extra day this year. And then they cut Women's Month short, Women's Day short. So
somebody had to lose. Somebody.
Well, you don't want to give me. I don't want to give you the answer to that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no. Well, I'll stay away from that for now.
Probably.
No, it was actually very, very sensitive. So you guys, how long did it take to brew this beer? Can you give us a little rundown on the style and obviously you said IPA, but kind of what you guys added to this to change it all up?
Mm-hmm. So the brew day was February 10th. We added the ginger into the boil towards the end of the boil, and then we steeped the hibiscus leaves and ginger
like
root.
tea.
Well, hibiscus leaves, not the actual tea, but just
Okay.
the petals themselves.
But I mean, you put them in a bag and you steep. Yeah, same. Same process.
So
in a way, yeah.
the color that you get, which is almost like a salmony pink color, is from the hibiscus leaves.
Yeah.
And those were actually acquired from North Shore Tea Company. So if you guys are familiar with Dan O'Leary, he used to be the head brewer at Port Jeff.
Yes.
He's now in Pennsylvania working for a different brewery, but it's still
Iron
his.
Hill.
Yes.
Which one?
Iron Hill.
Oh, Iron Hill. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, him and his wife.
I don't
run
wanna say
this tea
moving up, but
company.
that's a
Yeah.
little bit of
oh
a- that's a
yeah.
little
They
move.
have several locations in
yeah.
Pennsylvania, and they're phenomenal.
They have one. If you go into any of their brew pubs,
Yeah.
you will see the list. And I'm not saying 1 or 2 awards from GABF or World Beer Cup. They have at least 50 awards
Wow.
throughout the Iron Hills. So they really produce some top-notch beer.
That's
so
that's a
for him to go there, you said, "Oh, step up." I mean,
Yeah.
you're.
Nothing
No
against Port
disrespect
Jeff.
to Port Jeff.
Nothing
but
against the local brewery.
yes, he went to a facility
Hi,
that
Mike.
is, hey Mike, and it's his birthday. It's Mike's birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, buddy. He's not listening. He's
No.
probably up in Vermont skiing if I know him. Guy. So I mean, that's you guys brewed at North Fork, correct?
Yes, we did.
So you're very familiar with the system. So coming in there,
I wouldn't say very familiar. I have shadowed brew days. I've helped a few days.
I've seen you in some of the
but-
pictures around the brewing process. I saw
and
Ian
Peter
was
are
there. Yeah.
certainly the experts. Yep, Peter was there too.
Yeah.
On that brew day. So it was really fun. Everyone got to play a hand in doing something, whether it was weighing the grain or putting in the hops. Just
Now, there were more ingredients to this, weren't there?
Yeah, there were.
Because
Oh, we went over the
I want
hibiscus.
you. There's more than that. I actually read
yeah.
about.
Did you have it?
the
No, I haven't had it.
moonstone and the obsidian. Okay,
moonstone.
so
I want to know about the
yes.
rocks.
Right.
So the
Tell me
rocks.
about the
Whoa,
rocks.
Everybody
We
wants
rocked
to know
it.
about the rocks.
There's rocks.
Yes.
Okay.
Originally, we were thinking moon dust. That's what we
Okay.
had thrown out there before.
Now, what
we
is that? An
researched
edible
that.
ingredient?
No, not
Moon
at all.
dust is
No.
incredibly
Please
toxic.
spit.
You ever
Where
heard
would
that-
one
you
even
ever
go
heard that
about
saying,
getting
suck rocks?
moon
Well,
dust?
no,
Yeah.
It's
not
on the
it.
market. Listen, you can find anything out there.
That's true.
But we
So
didn't wanna
these were
poison
supposed
people.
to add like an elemental feel.
It's
to
really
the-
a conceptual idea
Okay.
with the crystals. We can't specifically say they provide any healing.
Right.
I think otherwise the TTB will kill us.
Oh. No.
But what the whole idea was conceptual, that ingredients going into this beer were going towards a good cause.
Okay.
So a healing cause. It's a charity beer. So we put hibiscus in there, ginger, moonstone, and obsidian, which are said to shield negativity, provide positivity.
Pete needs a necklace
Things like
Black
that.
Panther of just those stones.
You might want to bathe in this beer.
I know, right? We might just ship you out your own supply for a little while.
We'll see how this goes. I'm interested. It's going well so far.
This is market research for us. Drink it. Let us know tomorrow if you're in a better mood.
Well, it might be a little bit of the drink aid too. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Them both.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they should start using the obsidiary stones. And what is it? Say it again.
Obsidian.
Obsidian, not
Now,
obsidiary.
when were the stones put in the boil?
Into the boil. Well, not the stones were not put into the boil.
They were rubbed on the side of the fermenter?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
man, I could have had it.
So there is a process called crystal charging where you can infuse water by just putting the stones near the water. So there was a bottle that I had put the moonstone and the black obsidian in during the full moon the night before and put it outside, which some people will say will help charge. And, those properties come out of the stones into the water. So the water was added into the boil.
Okay.
Okay.
It was very ritualistic.
Sounds that way.
Yeah.
There were a lot of drums being played on the side,
Yes.
chanting.
Can't wait to.
There was a lot of love
I
in that room.
wish I saw the video. It probably was awesome.
Make those ceremonies so much better.
Yes.
I don't know why they cut that from News 12. But
Really? The peyote they had along with it.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Who's the host that came out and did the piece on it? He's a big
Doug Geed.
Doug
It was
Geed, okay.
Yeah.
He's everywhere, that guy.
Yeah,
he really is.
He's such a great guy. We love him.
He did some really good information, gave out a lot of the information about what's going to go on. So you guys also had planned out a bunch of events to kind of go around this, like mental health, and other and obviously physical stuff. Give us a little bit of what's coming up. I know I saw that list on the thing of stuff. Oh, you have it with you. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, go over it. You could talk to us about that and what's going on at the various breweries and what kind of stuff you have planned for it.
Well, Long Ireland, we actually have a self-defense course coming up.
Cool,
It starts this Thursday with this really awesome school called Shinjitsu Self-Defense.
Okay.
So they're going to come to the brewery and set up with their instructors and teach the people just basic techniques and more situational awareness. So this way, when you're in sketchy areas that
Like the
have
studio.
hidden back
Right.
doors
Like the studio.
and
Yeah.
unpaved walkways, you feel a little bit more comfortable and aware.
Walkways pitched so the water comes into the place.
Needles.
Yeah,
Sure,
exactly.
sure.
That's why I'm saying if we had done this last week, I would have been totally prepared for it. But yeah, so we're excited for that, and we're hoping that people come out and have fun. And we're going to be doing that the entire month.
Cool.
Every
Awesome.
Thursday.
Every Thursday?
Yeah, you learn some new skills.
And is it
each week.
a different class each Thursday? or-
Yeah, so
Great.
if you miss one, that's totally fine. You can come and learn something new the next time, or just build upon your skills if you take the whole workshop. So, I'm a little bit more of a physical and aggressive person. So I wanted to do something to reflect that.
So to beat some ass.
And I left the really cool other stuff for them. Like there's been yoga, and they did a really cool photo shoot the other day.
Yeah, we had a photo shoot fundraiser at North Fork on Saturday. So we were inviting people to come with their loved ones, whether it's their families or their significant other or their kids, to take photos. And we had a bunch of interior designers and event planners set up the backdrop. So that was
cool.
really neat. And then Eastern Front had an art exhibit on Friday night.
Which I do want to talk to you about, because one of the things that I've never seen is walking into a brewery and seeing an art gallery. That you're an art gallery that has a brewery in it, because you had some really nice stuff on the walls that day. So I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, every month my girlfriend brings in a different artist, local, and they get the chance to put their stuff up there and for people to see and buy if they so choose to.
Very cool. That's awesome. I think that's a great idea, because that's the one thing. Like, I kept the kids down on the first floor,
Away
I took
from
away from the expensive paintings, and then I walked up, and it was nice to have a beer and just walk around and appreciate good local artists. It's awesome.
You know, it is working out very nice, and a lot of people are really enjoying showing up for it. I mean, the artists from the previous months are starting to show up, to support it as
Good,
well.
yes.
So
and I'm sure they're getting exposure, and it's also helping the brewery people come in and enjoy themselves as well. I think it's a great little concept. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, they are, and they do it. She did a really good job figuring that out.
Yeah.
I can't take any credit for
Yeah.
that.
They had 20 artists there on Friday night.
Wow.
It was incredible.
That's awesome.
Absolutely incredible.
I didn't think there were that many, that outstanding to have stuff to show that are from the area. I'm sure people
There's
travel
a
a little
lot of
bit, but there's a
people
lot.
out there.
Yeah.
The whole North Fork is covered with some really talented people
Oh.
in a lot of different mediums too. Everything from painting, photography.
I've seen some sculptures. So if
Yeah.
you drive out on Sound Avenue, sometimes just
Yes.
some random house will have a beautiful,
Right.
metal sculpture out, someone, welded together and things like that. But I didn't realize, such I know like the Hamptons have a strong art community kind of thing, but I didn't realize up there it does as well. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and the
there's
towns
even,
reflect that a little bit now you say that. I feel like,
There's a collective called the NoFo Art Collective,
Mhm.
and they're based on the North Fork, I think predominantly in Greenport, but I know some of the artists were there on Friday night too.
Nice. And it definitely helps that North Fork Donut Company is across the street from you. That's fantastic.
That
by
doesn't
the-
hurt.
No,
It does not hurt.
The landmark.
It is
Beer
a
and donuts.
Oh my God. I sat out on the porch that day, and it was a warmer day, and we were just doing a little tour, a little drive with the family. Sat on the porch in your nice Adirondack chairs, and I just looked across and went, donuts. That's a great idea. Walked over, got some donuts, and enjoyed that as well. A great setup. It's a perfect little spot. I want to really break that down with you, though, and I don't want to go too far with it because there's so much I want to talk about, but I want to just make sure I mention this before we start drinking a lot more, and then we forget everything.
Well,
and that's
speaking of drinking.
All right, who do we got?
Oh,
What do you want to
didn't
start?
have anything.
Do you want
I have
to open Lunar?
Yeah.
And then we can talk about it now because I know you had.
Here we go.
Already broke down the beer a little bit, so now this is a moment where we get to the payoff, I guess, of what we had. Yes, thank you.
Ladies first.
Yes.
Okay, well,
I'm still
I'm ready.
This is me. This is Steve. Let's say 9 o'clock for James if he wants. That's fine. We'll be out of our first break and into the second section, so we're expecting to take a lot more phone calls coming up as people start getting back from work. And as I mentioned, we're giving away 2 tickets to AC Beer Fest, 516-465-3990, 516-513-0515. You just have to answer a few questions about breweries and beer history in New Jersey, and you will win. And I will give the beer narrator a little bit of credit on this because he does an awesome show at 9:30 on Monday nights that does not directly conflict with us because he has a nice core group of people that participate. But he asks questions about beer and beer history all across the country. I'm really narrowing this down to just New Jersey. So hopefully when people call in, they'll have some answers. And we already heard 3 of the 7 questions or 8 questions that I wrote. So you can always start writing down some answers as we get through this throughout the night.
But that keg lasted about an hour at Diggers.
Yes, we had
Oh, I saw that,
our
launch
release
party,
party on Wednesday, and the keg kicked in about an hour and a half, which was awesome.
Half barrel keg?
No, yes, a half barrel keg. Sorry, yeah,
Now, what's the percentage on it?
6.1.
6.1. All right, good. So very drinkable.
Yes.
Not going to get you too lit up, but tasty. Got a good amount of bitterness in there.
Yeah.
Which I like.
So the bittering hops that we used, one of the batches was Nugget, so that is from North Fork Brewing's Hop Yard.
Cool.
Yeah, so that was cool to say local North Fork hops were going into it.
Now, you know a lot about the farm and everything that's there as well and what they're using. Are they, in the months like now, do they stockpile from their harvest months? How are they preserving that? I don't think we ever went into that with Ian and Pete about...
We do pelletize our hops.
You do? So then
Yes.
you can cryo-freeze and store for a long period of time.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense. Then that was my question.
And there you got it answered.
I'm spent.
From an expert.
I'm spent. Yeah, show's over. All right, this is where I'm like, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, I always think because we're not California or we're not Washington where you can have that year-round relatively close temperatures, you can't grow hops during this time. So how do people store it? They must grow enough then to have it over for the supply.
Usually the harvest time is August.
Okay.
In the United States.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's usually put in an oast to dry them out.
So it's across the board, even though the temperature, it could be different?
Across the United States, harvest is usually August.
Everywhere.
Yeah, ours is the first week of September, so yeah.
So what? Can you give me an answer of why they wouldn't just continue then growing in the next cycle, or is it a 1-year plan? Is that how that's supposed to be?
Usually you do not get a big harvest first year. It's usually second and third year.
Right. Kind of like grapes. Yeah, if you think of it that way, yeah.
But after a certain point, they stop growing.
The plants.
And they'll start to wilt.
They stop coning, or they just start.
You'll lose
no matter what.
Yeah, you lose those oils, those essential oils.
65, 70 degrees, constant temperature, doesn't matter.
Rip that out and replant and wait for another.
And what they do is they just cut them down, and those rhizomes
resprout.
They'll just resprout.
Kind of like grapes almost. You can trim them down, and the next year they'll.
Now, Australia and New Zealand
have an opposite growth cycle.
They do it in spring.
Right.
It's usually March into April is when they harvest. And then same thing. And the craziest thing.
So if you look at brew cycles, I guess if you're waiting for a big time for New Zealand hop beers, it's going to be in the spring, summer.
With summer.
Fresh hops.
By the time it comes over, yeah.
Because they, now, Ryan from 27 hops out in
Route 27 Hop Yard?
No, Route 27 Hop Yard.
Route 27 Hop Yard.
Which is also now Route 27 Hemp Yard.
The videos they post though are so cool, where they show like the harvesting, and drying process, and everything.
I didn't know this, but they harvest the hops in New Zealand, Australia, and then they take a month off. Like
the whole business.
Everybody goes on vacation, and they just leave them all laying in warehouses. It's like, what?
Must be nice.
Yeah, really
and
nice.
then once they do that, then they process it.
I'm sure the month leading up to that is quite a bit of work.
Well, that's what
you mean it's not a 9 to 5-er?
That's
punching in and punching out?
They're just constant for, days on end, 24 hours just.
Right.
And then they give all their employees off.
Wow.
I was just like, that's the craziest thing. But again, those hops are, those are the new sexy hops coming from there.
Mm-hmm. So that particular hop that they are growing has a fair amount of bitterness in it. So you get that.
So we grow all bittering hops.
Okay.
Just because there are hops that are trademarked, a lot of the aroma floral. Yeah. What?
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the big ones. Citra,
Yeah.
Amarillo,
Mosaic, Chinook.
Those growers were very smart and they trademarked them.
Yeah.
So you could get their rhizome, but you can never call it that.
Exactly.
Right.
So if people are looking for Citra hops, but you've now named it something else, no one's gonna know.
Yeah.
Could you spell with an S?
Citra.
Multiple S's.
So that's
Call it Apache
the
instead of
bittering
Chinook.
hop, and that comes in at what point during the process?
That was in the beginning.
it's
So
during-
we used Nugget and Magnum, and then dry hopped with Citra, Equinaut, and Mandarina Bavaria.
Okay. So
So
it
you
is
get-
a good fair amount of like a nice array of different types and different flavoring.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And so again with the Stones, I want to go back to this really quick because I don't think
They
kind
were
of
on tour, right? Oh, wait,
yeah,
no,
no.
you're talking about something else.
I thought they were dead.
Brown sugar.
No,
Close.
Really?
never. They're zombies.
Yes, they
That I
were
believe.
forever
That makes sense.
preserved. So here's the deal. My thought process is if you're going to take these Stones, right? Are you adding them to any of the mixture? You're putting them near them? Did we get into that? If you're putting in,
They're
No,
going
no.
near.
They're
You're
going
going near.
near.
Okay.
So they're essentially charging up they charged up some of the water that went into the boil.
Okay.
So there were no stones that went into the actual boil because some crystals can be toxic, so you don't want that going in there.
Okay. And I thought maybe if you did I was going to ask if there were a washing process, sterilization process before, and then maybe you added them
Well,
in.
there's some of them that can actually break down
Oh,
in
that would be
high
bad.
temperatures, which would be really bad.
you do not want that.
Not at all.
This one tastes a little gritty. So is this caller. That's what I was going to go with, but it was a bad transition. This is where Mike at GovsRadio.com. Who do we got on the phone?
This is Patrick from Long Island.
Pat from Long Island. How are you, sir? I caught you off guard taking the
doing
live
great.
to the air.
Sweet, that's cool.
Pat, are you calling in to say hi? Or are you calling in for tickets to the New Jersey AC Beer Fest?
Both.
Okay.
Well, hi.
Well, hi.
How are you?
And now that we have that out of the way, do you know any of the?
I'm doing good. Just
Awesome.
drinking some beer.
Nice.
What are you drinking?
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Spider Bite right now.
Oh,
there you
nice.
go. Which one?
Yeah, the Boris.
Boris the Spider.
Classic.
Yeah.
It's a,
Yeah,
it's a,
one of
I
my
want to say
favorites.
it's an oldie but a goodie because they brew that a lot, but it is definitely a
Well, it's
staple.
one of my favorite breweries, anyways, too.
Are you
That and,
you from Eastern Long Island or are you from
Yeah, Eastern.
Eastern Long Island? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you're out in Holbrook area. Why is this doing this? Go away. So Pat, you ready to play the game really quick?
Sure.
Did you
go
hear
for
the
it.
questions from before?
No, I did not.
Ah, you could have looked them up ahead of time. All right, Pat. I'm gonna
well,
start by throwing you a nice.
Make it fair.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the first two, or even the first one. We'll say we'll start there. A nice lob, a nice high arcing lob that you can swing away at. You ready?
Excuse me, what?
Are you ready for the first question?
Are you ready
There
for
was
the
a lot
first
of
question?
preamble.
He's had about 4 or 5 Borises. That's what's going on here.
He's like, yeah, I'm
spider
sorry.
bites.
Yes, I'm not going to literally throw anything at you. All right, here we go. Here's the first
I'm a
question.
Marine veteran, so if you lob something at me, something else was going after you.
Oh boy, yes, no. All right, here's the first one.
Sure.
This is the liquid extracted from the mashing process during the brewing of beer. I'll say it one more time for you. This is the liquid extracted from the mashing process during the brewing of beer.
Oh, yeast?
No, I am sorry. That's Steve with the.
We have one.
That wasn't it. Do we have a buzzer there?
I think
I thought we did at one point. I got to find it again. No, it's. We'll do the crash. That's much easier. There you go.
Oh, boom.
Oh, Pat. Sorry, Pat.
I was a combat engineer in the Marine Corps, so.
Well, I appreciate your service. When did you get out?
2010.
Okay, so relatively new. What are you doing now?
I'm medically disabled.
Okay, so you were drinking beer. Great, perfect. Exactly what we want to hear. Perfect.
Drinking beer and watching Harry Potter.
And listening
Good
to the
times.
Wort with Mike and Pete. I appreciate you calling in. Nice try. If you want to try back again later, you can listen to some more of the questions as people call in. Maybe look them up, and then if you get 3 right in a row, you shall win the tickets.
All right, sounds good. You know,
All right.
I'm going to call my girlfriend because she knows all about that crap.
There you go. Have her call in.
Girl power.
The people that won last year actually
Yep,
had
girl
their
power,
their
that's
friends
right.
call in and try to get them right. So this is
Yesterday,
perfect.
yesterday was like women's
Yes.
International Women's Day.
Yes.
Very good. There we
Yep.
go.
All
Thanks
right,
for
Pat.
calling in, Pat.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, take care.
Light up. I got it. I can turn it off on the board, and then you can do it. Let me do that first, just so we don't cut them off in the mid-sentence.
Again.
So, like I said, there's a whole bunch of these places, and I don't think that's where I was, but I just had it in my mind. So out east, you have, hop yards now. You have, some. Wow, it's his girlfriend right away calling in.
She was right next
She's
to
like,
him.
I'm right there. All right, I'm here.
I know about this crap.
Yeah. As we're Mike at GovsRadio.com. You're on the phone. Who's this?
Hello, I'm calling in to try to win tickets to the AC Beer Festival, please.
Unfortunately, Graz, you are a part of the station, and you are ineligible.
Why is that? That's not fair.
It's every radio station has that disclaimer. Any members of the station, including family and friends, cannot win tickets to or any sort of things on a radio show.
First of all, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Pete, are you there?
Hi, Graz.
Is Kaminsky there?
Hey, Graz.
It's Pominski.
Kaminsky's not here.
Zabinski.
Are the girls with stones there? Are the girls with stones there?
Yes.
They are.
Exactly.
They brought healing stones for you, Graz. Maybe
Ooh,
that would be a better move.
he's the guy that needs them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
He's the angry man that needs it.
And the dead body's in the trunk of his limos, but
I don't know if stones can help with that.
We'll try. We'll try anything.
Try
at this
anything.
point.
Could help me very well, dear. Your stones would help me a lot.
So, Graz,
How you doing, Graz?
What are you doing tonight? You driving around?
You know what, Michael? Here's my situation. I was going to call and make a statement to the work tonight in lieu of the treatment that you've been giving me lately, but I've decided not to this week.
Nice. I get 1
But
week
I would like to
reprieve.
know- I would like to know the questions.
Okay.
I would like to see if I can answer a question, and if I answer
right, I got
the
one.
question correctly, I can come in.
All right, so Pete's going to ask you a question. Go ahead, Pete.
A bill was just passed in New Jersey allowing these into breweries, provided that the brewery owner allows it.
You're a dick.
It's not a hard one.
It's
I
not.
think about
It's not prostitutes, Graz.
No, it's
not.
Wait a minute. You gave the guy from Eastern Long Island that just called in the question,
Yes.
what's the extraction of the liquid
Yes.
that comes between? Can I have that question?
No.
Well, now, all right, wait. All right, so what's the answer to that question?
The wort.
Okay, good.
All right.
So now the second question would have been, a bill was just passed in New Jersey allowing these into breweries provided that the brewery owner allows it.
I'll give you a hint. You have one.
He can't win the tickets.
I know, so it doesn't matter if you get
Dad,
fucking hints.
try it.
Legalize marijuana.
No.
That is something you have a lot of.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
You know it.
allegedly.
You know it.
Allegedly. I'll give you this one, too. This is another easy one. See if you can guess. Currently, how many craft breweries are there in New Jersey?
2.
Nope.
Good answer.
AC Beer Fest will be filled with them, and there's no way there's only be 2 breweries at AC Beer Fest.
We've had more than 2 calling this show.
Calling the show. All right, buddy. Are you coming in?
Michael, can I come in, please?
Yeah, of course you can. Don't be with the doors actually.
Can you, for love of God, not sound that
No,
fucking
you don't
pathetic?
Yeah.
Pete, you know what he says to me, Pete,
Yeah.
on the text? I go,
Tell me all about it.
Michael, what's the problem? Why don't you find me funny lately? He goes, you're very predictable.
That was the words because you come in guns blazing, and then it's a cool down, and then it's everyone gets along nice. And I said, you said, is it getting stale? I said, no, it's just predictable. Everyone knows your entrance and your theme. Not that I said to switch it up. I didn't tell you to not be you. I just said it was predictable. But that's us because we're here every day. Not everyone that's listening will feel that way.
Can I put the stones on my back while I'm lying on the table over there with Permitsky rubbing them
Well, we
on
don't
me?
have the stones
I feel
with
like
us.
You should have brought the stones with us. I had no idea.
I would have loved for you to brought the stones. I would have rubbed it all over Steve's back.
That would be very nice.
That's
Thank
a
you,
whole
guys.
nother
Thank you.
podcast radio show that we are not going to be hosting. So I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit, Graz.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Plenty of beer here
Thanks
for you.
Thanks for rushing me off the phone.
Yes, bye. All right. So we're Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to get back with the ladies and, of course, Doug from Eastern Front and talk to him about the brewery and all the fun stuff. Graz will be joining us in a little bit, and we're going to take a quick break. Anything else before we go? All right, good, great. So we all have no...
Good, great.
We know you have to pee, Mike.
So we're Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. I got to pee. We'll be right back.
Govs Radio. This is the Wort on Govs Radio.
Even if I tried, I couldn't speak. I have no words, you're locked between my teeth. And we're all waking up the same, all in pain. Just broken hearts and thoughtless brains. Another day for the broken souls. Oh, 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 don't you go. I don't know where I'm at and I still don't know my name. Everything looks different now and everything feels different now. I wish I could do something to make this go away. I don't want to sound too panicked, I'm just being realistic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. tearing me to pieces inside of my brain. This time I feel like I'm going insane. I don't wanna breathe cause I fear it will break. It's all incomplete when I know you're a fake. I'm trying to write this despite all the pain. I can't open notice with everyone saying a life filled with hope is a life down the drain. I've kept my mouth shut but I'll let you know. I'm holding things up but I'll let you go. It's hard to be true when you just don't feel. It's hard to be true when you don't know what's real. It goes around and you'll be left alone. You can rest assured. You will carry on. You will let them learn. It goes around the higher you rise, the faster you fall. I read through the lines, I've been through it all. You wouldn't comply, don't need a reply. This wasn't designed, now try to rewind. And retrace your steps when you walked out that door. Don't need to pretend that we've been here before. We're trapped within cages, lost in the walls. Ripping up stages, selling our shows. Everything I was became everything I hate. All the things I love, but I never ever take them back to back to back. Never gonna take heed. Lost cause, living in a daydream. People see, people hear, people know. We're falling apart, but I know we're getting close. Just waiting for the turnaround. I never wanna let you down. I'm all running from the sun. I'm hoping that I make you proud. You'll be left alone. You can rest assured. You will carry on. You will let them
This is GovsRadio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wort.
Hey, we're back. This is the Word with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. Give us a call, 516-465-3990. We're giving away 2 tickets to AC Beer Fest. The tickets are for April 3rd, starting at, I believe it's an 8 o'clock start for that session. So please make sure, number 1, you can get down to AC. Number 2, you can get in. You're 21 and over, obviously. I'm not going to send you tickets if you're not. And then, of course, make sure you can make it that Friday. I know it's a little bit of a rough trip for people that are working, but Steve and I heard you're going to be there, Sheila.
I will.
Are going to be going down Friday for the first session as well. So you can see us there. Pete's going to come on Saturday. His job is not going to let him, after taking some baby leave, not going to let him take even more days to get.
I will be gone for June.
Utterly hammered. But it's fine. Pete's going to come down for the 2 sessions on Saturday. It's a great time. We're going to have a good time. And even though you missed Friday, you don't give a shit about Newfound Glory, do you?
No.
I
saw
do.
that thread.
Do a lot.
And I saw
early November.
I'm like, oh God, really? I don't want to do this. And then I saw it was Friday. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
But now
be the
I'm
fucking
not
downer.
as much as I've seen Newfound Glory. I'm going to say probably a dozen times in my lifetime. Right? I'm a 1998 pop punk kid. You know, that's just what I am. Skating and doing dumb shit. So I've seen him a million times. I saw him at a local church. I don't know. I had parachute pants, like alien wear or alien
that
pants.
Is awesome.
Like, yeah, I was.
I'm asking your
I
wife
had
for
hair down to my
pictures.
shoulders.
Awesome.
I had bleached hair at one point. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
Like
So
Guy
I had-
Fieri?
It was a good
I
time.
had
Like
the-
Guy Fieri.
I
Yes,
had that.
I
had
did.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
I had the friggin'
The
just
frosted tips?
Nice.
Just
frosted
That
tips.
was a
No, it
really
was
good
blonde
Sorry for those of
blonde.
you
I
in
did it myself.
internet
Wow.
land. I gotta get the logo
Blonde,
off quicker.
spiky.
What
Yeah.
what would you be more upset at seeing in a public place? That photo
Yeah.
or like the headshot?
The headshot.
The
It's
headshot.
always the
I,
headshot.
that one's so
Always
good
goes back to
though.
that
I think that's
headshot.
perfect. I like the one where we have the glass in front of you.
See, that's the great one.
That's
a
the good
really
one.
nice- I know, I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fine.
Headshot, bro.
The headshot from like
Ever
how
since-
long? How old is that too?
Oh shit, that's 20 years more.
Wait, where is this headshot?
Shut up,
Yeah,
ladies.
God, but I feel like we
No,
we-
you've seen
need
it. It's
to
on his.
see
Don't
it.
I
ruin
think
the
it's on his social
Moonstone
media.
gig thing going
It's on his
here.
social media.
Interesting.
I don't know if I
Gee,
could
thanks.
mirror it up there. I might be able
Thanks a lot.
Me and Michelle know what we're going to be
Might be
looking
able
up
to.
when this is over.
Yes.
You bastard.
I doubt it'll be that hard for you to find.
to. No, it
No, I
certainly
have
will not.
photos of me with the spiked hair. I have photos of me with hair all the way down my ass. And those are fine because
Yeah, I have-
it's, you know,
Yeah,
those were, you know.
those are the times.
Yeah, you know.
So
But the
I
headshot, man, that one.
I was saying I'm actually more excited about these two bands that are going to be on the first session on Saturday. It's Goldfinger, which have kind of exhumed themselves out of, well, it's really John Feldman who took a very long hiatus with his band to be a major record producer engineer for the recent Blink-182 album, not this last one, but the one before that, the 311 album that summer, and a whole bunch of major acts. He used to do Ashley Simpson's albums, for Christ's sake. So he's a big name producer.
You're really
He's
not
worked
selling
for
this
Sony.
for me. I
No,
gotta
but I'm saying his band is
Sounds
very
great.
iconic in the thing. So that's a big one. I haven't seen them since like
UFO pants.
Warped Tour. Yes, UFO pants. I was saying alien. Saying alien, but I don't know.
Like, wait a minute.
There's something to that. I haven't seen them since 1998, Goldfinger. It's one I've just missed for whatever reason along tours and stuff like that. And then who's opening for them on that day is another band that I'm excited to see, is Suicide Machines, one of my favorite all-time bands. My kids even know the songs. So it's one of those weekends where I'm excited to see early November. I haven't seen them in a few years. Newfound, Goldfinger,
Not for nothing.
Suicide Machines, and then
It's going to be awesome.
Against Me too.
Enjoy.
I'm so
Against
excited.
Me.
You're
Rock
going to
Hard.
miss it. I'm sorry.
I'm
sir.
glad you're all going
he'll
without
be there
me.
for Goldfinger. No, you'll be there for Goldfinger.
Is that Saturday?
Bro, we're going to mosh.
I'll mosh. I mean,
It's a convention floor. I don't know how much I'm going to be moshing.
I'm gonna.
I don't mind the Warped Tours.
Just
when it's
us.
dirt.
It'll be just us.
I didn't mind when it was
I
like
can-
grass and
Me
dirt,
too.
but
Let's
it's.
do it.
I'm going to be jumping. Definitely going to be jumping. He
You
doesn't.
have to.
He doesn't allow you
are
not
there,
to jump
Are
around.
there, are there
Diving, maybe?
concerts every night? Is there a concert Saturday?
There are a total of 12 artists playing throughout 3 sessions, and that's just opening. There's 4 different stages
And
around
they're all,
the place.
They're all punk.
No.
Oh, okay.
Iron Chic, I think, is opening as well.
Oh, wow.
There's a local band here on Long Island. And they'll be up there. There's someone else, too, that I recognized in the scene. But the main stage has 3 bands, like a normal concert. And they play almost, that stage opens almost immediately. So it's playing almost the entire time. And then there's 3 other side stages, which have acoustic acts and other, like smaller stages. So you can pretty much get anything you want. There might be a few metal bands there. You should probably go through that list and see if you,
You know what I just
not
saw
just
today?
recognize anybody, but just check it out. What?
Testament's playing at Paramount.
Yeah, that's.
I
up
was
your
like-
alley, right? No, you didn't like Testament. No.
No.
Well, anyway, we have
Lamb of God.
Well, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
There he is.
I'm seeing him in June. I'm so fucking excited.
Ooh.
It's
So-
a great lineup too.
We have
What,
that's going to be
Jones
a great
Beach?
weekend. And who's coming with you? Is Greg, Dan, is Scott coming down with them too?
You know what? I don't know if Scott is coming down.
But we love
But
Greg
I
and
know
Dan.
Greg is
All right.
for sure.
Can you also tell Dan we have a shirt for him? I bought a 4XL for
No, I
him
gave it to
specifically.
him.
No, we have another one.
Oh.
I bought
okay.
him. I specifically bought him another one.
Oh, he'll be very
rare.
excited.
I actually have it. I'll give it to you today.
Well, normally
Take it out.
you have to put 2 4XLs together and sew them and then give it to him.
Well, it's funny because, when I order new merchandise, if I get it in a fancy color or something like that, he'll be like, I like the design, but just get it in black and make sure it's big and make sure it's tall.
Well,
And I'm
unfortunately,
like,
this
okay.
is white.
Done.
But this is the season 3 run of T-shirts that we did that are all white. So
I'm sure he'll be
I still got him a
very
4X because every time
appreciative.
now when I do it, I always think of him. I'm like, I gotta get at least one 4X for him. So that'd be fun. It'd be a good time. Doug, What's going on?
Dougie!
Hey! We don't have any of your beer open, so let's. Steve, you want to take care of that for a moment?
I took a look at your Instagram yesterday.
What do you want us to start with?
The Fat Old Son.
Ooh. So yeah, we know. I've been to the brewery now, I believe twice. Relatively new to the opening years ago, or not years ago, but and then this past summer. So give us a little breakdown of how this all started, how you picked your spot, and kind of where we are today. Bring us up to date. As they say.
We've been a brewery now for 5 years.
It was early on. I was right. I'm like,
yeah.
I want to make sure.
The brewery, well, obviously where I brew now, is originally going to be where the tasting room was as well.
Okay.
But, sorry.
No, he's good. That was me. I pulled him down a little bit before. Got him.
But of course, the rules change when it comes to zoning and Department of Health and everybody. So that kind of fell through. It just wasn't worth doing it. So we just made beer there and sold to some restaurants and bars locally.
Nice.
And then the people who are our landlords now for the tap room approached us at our favorite bar in town, the Valise, and said, "Hey, would you like to have your tap room here?" I'm like, "Oh my God, would we?" So we jumped on that, redid the place. Had a couple little snags, but we
like what? What is there a zoning? Was it, I guess, permit based, or was it just structural? Or
no, it was. I don't think the town really quite knew how to deal with it.
It's Mattatuck, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I mean, other than Greenport, there's nobody else out there. And with the different zoning, so I guess whatever they got a little confused. So we got that all ironed out, and we've been open there for a year this past January.
Okay, awesome. So it's been in that location for a while. We've seen you at festivals, too. You've been pouring at festivals over the last few years. So people would recognize the logo, Nassau Coliseum. You've been to, I think you were at Belmont.
To Belmont.
Yeah, Belmont. I've seen you there. So tell us a little bit about what we're drinking right now. You said you had a Fat Old Son. Yeah.
It's a lager. What a concept.
I know.
I was perusing your Instagram, and I texted Mike excitedly last night, and I said, "There's not one mention of a hazy IPA on this whole page."
No, I don't make any.
I was going to ask, what are you guys leaning towards? Or are you just going to try to do different, style beers, or you're going to light, dark? I mean,
this is very good.
This is very good.
Wintertime is dark beer. I absolutely love it. I guess I'll have to preface this by, I was a kid. I discovered green bottle beers real early, back when I was drinking I was 16. Loved all that stuff. There was only a handful of things around.
Right.
Joined the service. Went to Germany for 2.5 years.
Oh
my
yeah.
God, what a
and
great
discovered
time.
beer.
Oh my God, we would go from town. Every big town has a brewery.
Yep.
So we had a map, and we're like, okay, we're going to go to whatever is Gelnhausen today, and we're going to go to Boot again, or here or there, and just to go to all these breweries and try all this crazy good beer. And 50 cents for a liter stein of beer. I was like, oh my God,
I've died and gone to heaven.
It was a good thing, and I just
thank God for the U.S. Army.
Oh yes, thanks, Uncle Sam. But then and I've always liked the beers, but especially fest season.
Yeah.
And most people are confused. They assume Oktoberfest is in October, but it's not. It's really in September.
Yep.
But that's when the dark beers roll out, and I mean, they're so dark you
box
can cut it with a box, double box. So I like that, especially in the wintertime. But I am more of a lager than an ale guy, except for I like Belgians and Scottish ales.
Oh,
well, you and Pete should go on vacation together. That's what I think.
I'm getting so excited.
It'd be a little awkward at first, but I think it would turn out great.
All the things.
But back to it. This is my version of what a modern American lager should be.
Okay.
I say it's my version of Budweiser, but it's got a little bit more going on than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot.
Yeah,
and for whatever reason,
and a little touch of sweetness too. I feel like just that little touch after having something with all those bittering hops in, and this now all of a sudden jumps out. I'm like, ooh, that's that.
Are you guys lagering?
Yes.
Yep. Awesome.
Wait, I got someone on the phone. This is the word, Mike at GovsRadio.com. Who's on the phone?
It's Ryan from Palm City Brewing.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
How we doing?
All right, very good. Hold on. Can you do you have a few minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna go on Instagram. I'm gonna DM you a private number to call into the studio.
Okay.
And do you have 15 minutes and then call right back?
You got it.
Because we just cracked open a beer, and I want to have your beers open and ready to go while you're on the air because we want to talk about these.
No problem.
Awesome. All right, we'll call us
Talk
right
to you
back.
soon.
All right, see you in a
Okay.
second. All right, so anyway, sorry, Doug.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of jumps out. Is there any more of that? Any more of the Fat Old?
No, it's whatever was there.
Okay.
We have
You got like a
other
variety pack in there.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, I was like,
he's got a variety bucket.
Yeah, well, these are the little samples. I mean,
No, that's fine.
We've been such a small place for so long, and just making beer for ourselves.
It's delicious.
That now we're finally, actually, hopefully by the end of this month, my 10-barrel system will be up and running, and we can actually go out and try to sell some beer.
Right.
So these are my little sample bottles that I've lately.
What are you guys brewing on now?
Actually, this weekend is the Oktoberfest will go in because it's March, so it's time to make my Marzen, and it'll sit all summer long.
Awesome.
And actually, I said this. I just came out of the fermenter. Actually, it worked out even better than this. Is 6.6%. This year's version, or this later version of it, is 7.4. So I don't know why the yeast worked so well, but I'm like, we're just gonna leave it like that. So.
Sorry, I'm just responding to the boys really quick and just let them know the new phone number to call in, the hotline, which I thought they had. Did they call in on the hotline or the regular one?
Regular line.
Ladies and gentlemen, join us in the studio really quick. This is Anthony Graziday, host of Limit Talk Podcast here on Govs Radio, Thursday night starting at 9:45. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, brother?
What's good word?
Hi, Pete.
Hi, Graz.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi, Doug.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doug, I'm going to say this. You ready? He didn't call you by the wrong name. That in and of itself is
progress.
Like, not just progress. I think it's
unpredictable.
Oh, there it is.
I was going to say
There it is.
he likes you already.
I'm going
just walking
I'm
in.
going to go in a different direction tonight. I'm just
Okay.
going to sit and listen and throw some one-liners in.
Zing.
I'll let Pominski take over.
Hey, got my name right.
Well, listen.
I thought it was
First of all,
Kaminsky.
this is pretty good. What is this? This is a
That's
with
a stout because I know you like your stouts.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's from Trillium actually. One of the ones I brought down for you.
I appreciate it.
I meant to give it to you last time, but it was sitting in the bottom, and I didn't catch it right away.
Yeah, I've taken in lieu of my statement I was going to call in tonight.
Yeah.
And I've thrown it out.
Okay.
I've decided to be a better person.
Did you write something down?
Oh no, I had a whole statement coming. I had my secretary, my assistant was going to call in and go, "Hello, this is Carol calling in for Anthony Graziday," and put me on in the office.
I would have really
Would
liked
the
that.
assistant been just to whatever hapless soul happened to be in the back seat of the car at that
Yes,
point?
it was, yes,
Or in the back trunk.
Being taken. Yes.
It was going to
Being
be one of my
taken to a death.
customers.
If you want to be let go.
It was going to be one of my customers, and then I was going to get on a speaker and go, in lieu of the recent events brewing with Michael O'Toole basically not inviting me to AC, not tagging me on any shows, I am either going to decide tonight if I'm on strike or I'm going to come in and hang out. But I decided that was childish, and I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks.
That's right.
So I have the grass cam up on you. Say hello to the people.
Hi.
Hi. There
That's
he
great,
is.
because my wife was calling me, and she's wondering if I went to work, and I haven't told her I'm in the studio yet.
Yeah.
So it's quite possibly right now I could get in trouble. So why don't you shut the camera off me?
Then the Steve's cam. No, I don't have to put it on there.
All
I
right,
just,
focus on Steve
Yeah, he's there.
and Doug, because they're very good looking. Forget
So
about
Steve-
the women.
Steve has his own camera.
See, unpredictable.
Grass.
You have a crowler there. if you
So
want to throw it.
predictable, Raz.
Yeah,
So
it's really
predictable.
good.
He's protected by the window.
So Doug has a really good voice
Yeah.
for radio. We were talking to him at the beginning.
Yes.
Doesn't he also look a little like Steve Summers?
He looks. Steve Summers.
There
I
you
can't
are,
do what
here
I
I
can't
am
do
on
what
the
Ince
fan.
does.
Yeah.
You schmoozing
Metropolitans.
Oh, that's not the guy from Double Dare?
No.
Double Dare.
Yes. Could have been that.
You
guy.
actually do look like him a
Have a
lot.
couple
Mark
beers and
Summers?
watch that.
Yeah. Mark Summers.
Mark
There you go.
Summers.
Super sloppy
No,
double dare.
Steve Summers from The Fan.
Yes.
Sports radio.
WFAN, Doug, and he looks exactly like you. I saw him on Hudson Street one day.
Yeah.
He smokes a lot, cigarettes.
Yeah.
And he was down there, and I go, "Holy crap!"
And his
Steve
ears are
Summers.
shot.
He goes, "I could be." Steve Summers.
He's such a character.
Yeah, he's
But he
good.
has a great voice, and so does Doug. So I was getting back to Doug in regards to kind of what he's putting together. So you do have a small system. Tell us a little bit about the setup that you guys have out there.
Basically, everything I have, I built. Seriously, I not really know how to say it. I started out home brewing like virtually everybody did.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend is friends with a couple of the winery owners out there, or
Okay.
the kids of them, and they're like, "Oh my God, having the winery is the best thing we ever did." Da 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 da. And she's like, "Well, why don't we open a brewery?" So like, "Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea." So I just started scaling up the home brewing stuff I had.
Okay. Now, are you still Are you working at that point? Do you have a full-time job?
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
I still have my 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
And make beer at night,
Okay.
and make the equipment to make beer at night. Jesus. So it's a 3-barrel system that is small, and I've been working for the last 2 years to get my 10 system built.
Okay.
And it literally is. I mean, I just painted the floor Sunday.
And you're making the 10
You're
barrel?
building the
Yeah. I have a friend who cut and rolled the stainless for me, and then I crawled in there, welded it together.
glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. You know, it gives me a big sense of satisfaction doing it. So it's at this point finally ready to go. So I mean,
Nice.
it's so hard to try to make enough beer, 90 gallons at a time.
Yeah.
So this will finally.
Now, did you have to clear out room and space in that location to do that? Was it that part of the process of doing, creating that new system?
Well, I mean, when we first opened it, ultimately the idea was there, but I mean, everybody knows who has a brewery. It's like, they get really small really fast. You keep acquiring stuff, and next thing you know, you're rearranging the hell out of everything
and looking for more space in another location just to store shit. Yeah.
So it's been a rearrange stuff for 6 months, and then add a little bit of something else, and move everything else around again. So
what's that, Chris?
Where you at now, Doug? Steve Summers. Where are you at? Where are you at now? Where's your place?
We're in lovely Mattatuck.
You're far, huh?
Yeah, We're out in.
How long you been in business? You probably repeated this, but I didn't hear it because I was getting yelled at by my wife. So I apologize.
We've been. This will be our 5th year.
Plus, I promo very well. Like do you on Instagram? You go on Instagram?
No, I am not. I am deliberately.
You almost have to have it for the business, but you're not very active on it. There's once in a while.
And I pawn it off on my girlfriend, and she really doesn't like doing it either. But we actually really need to get somebody to do because
you have to.
It is very important.
Ladies, you on Instagram?
Absolutely.
Can we follow each other?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty good.
Okay.
All right. What is your names, ladies? I got you as Stones. The Rolling Stones.
No,
what are your
they're
names?
not the Rolling Stones.
I wish.
All right, so go. First of all, you're following North Fork and Long Island, right?
Hold on.
I know you are.
Let's go to Instagram.
Very quickly.
All right, let's go. Oh, please. It's good for the show. Christ.
No, I'm just saying.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because I got Palm City calling in. I want to keep talking to Doug.
Who, North Fork?
No. Yeah, North Fork you have, and Long Island.
I got Pete's naked pictures here.
Nope, that's not it. Keep scrolling. Swipe left.
You're welcome.
Swipe left.
All right, so what else? And what's the one I want to follow now?
Okay, so now Sheila is she _ loves beer. So find her.
Sheila _ loves beer.
And then Michelle is
Riveting Radio. Huh?
Missy Elliott. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you find those, and it'll take you a little while. If you go to North Fork and Long Island, their faces are all over there. So just
SHILA _ loves beer.
She SHE.
SHE. She.
Like short for Sheila.
Or she, as in
You.
her.
Promo it, Sheila. Go. Say it again.
She
Or the pronoun
loves
for
beer.
a woman.
There you go.
Perfect
Yes.
for woman's mouth.
Yes, there you go. So how did your girlfriend get involved with the Lady Brewsters? How did that whole process go?
Actually, I think it was Michelle is the one who contacted her about it.
She's really the networking guru, right?
She is the glue that stuck it all together. Yes.
Nice. And what role does your girlfriend have within the brewery? Is she helping you brew? Is she what is she doing on a day to day?
No. She likes drinking beer.
Okay.
That's
we
good.
all do.
That is good.
Step one, check.
Yeah, and she runs the tap room.
Okay.
So
all right. Great.
That's her thing, and she seems very.
How many
good
people
at it.
fit in a tap room? Can we do a beer tour? Can we be a beer tour out there? I'm stuttering. Can we do a beer tour to your place?
Beer tour like 50 or beer tour like 200?
No, I'm talking beer tour 15.
Couple dozen.
15.
16.
No, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah, you can handle that.
Yes.
And especially in the warmer weather, he's got a nice porch with Adirondack chairs. It's actually really nice.
Adirondack chairs.
I like to watch traffic. I don't know. I like to sit and watch traffic.
just a
I
fucking-
really do.
You're one of those guys.
I'm not
Just a
ashamed of it.
dumbass.
I really do. What are you talking? I love watching just the cars go by.
Oh, you'll be hearing the horns beeping
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff,
it's
and
great.
there's always accidents at that corner. It's actually a really bad intersection.
Well, I
An
wanna-
awful
It is.
intersection.
I just have a question
Is that
to
the
ask.
one where it kind of there's
Love
that
Lane.
area that
Lane?
bends?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Sheila on Instagram is she loves beer. She _ loves beer.
Yes.
Yes.
But I want to know why Pete's is Pete loves penis _
That's his new Instagram
I thought that was
handle.
self-explanatory.
Pete, I must say, you do look good in a thong.
So those are the pictures that you're doing on a Saturday night. When I ask you if you want to go out, you're like, no. Just take
Sheila,
a
you got to
selfie.
get on there now. Follow me so we could send pics. I said crazy pics.
Again, great radio.
Anyway.
Yes.
Glad we're talking about your Instagram
This
account
is
instead of
wonderful.
Doug's beer.
This is social media following, and then the Palm City is going to call in any second.
It's
So-
the last, Pete. It's
I
the
know.
last.
All right. So the amount of styles that you guys had the day I was there was kind of like it's like I don't want to say like surprised me. It didn't, but I was like, oh, like we were saying before, there wasn't that heavy IPA board. It had a bunch of different styles. What else? I know we're going to have some of the drinks too, but what else would you find besides the lager? What is one of your favorite styles to brew and always have out there? Do you have a flagship, or do you have a?
Actually, the red has floated to the top for whatever reason, as people seem to like it a lot. I mean,
red.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like
Is it a
Open.
Irish red? Is it?
It is.
It is
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I like
and,
Irish
I mean,
reds.
I had a friend who was like, oh, I like Irish reds, and you don't see that many of them around.
Right.
So I was like, we'll try making one, and
Right.
for whatever reason.
Montauk stopped making them, so they're dead to me.
And they started making seltzers. So are they still dead to you?
What's that?
They
started making seltzers and
Ladders,
a fucking light beer.
Gypsy Red was
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
Variety packed seltzers. I know. I'm going to still drink Wave Chaser. I'm sorry.
But
I'm
yeah,
still going to drink
rest
it.
in peace, Crooked Ladder.
Oh, yeah. One of the Riverhead breweries we will miss.
We're going to be Trade Winds.
Trade Winds, yeah.
Yes.
Which should be interesting. It should be interesting to see how that fares after, after that kind of lull out in Riverhead for just a moment, and where the brewery scene is now. Bright Eyes opening in Long Beach, and
That place is gorgeous.
You went, huh?
It's unbelievable. They did a great job. The Hennigans, Luke Hennigan, great guy, and beautiful place. Beautiful place.
Did they take over one of the
It
restaurants
was
on the strip?
no,
or?
no. It was an old convenience store.
Oh.
The actual building has history, so that's
Part of the Bright Eyes.
Bright Eye was an old fishing, a fish company. So they took that name, which was back in the day.
Oh, right.
And they used Bright Eye.
Oh, okay, all right. That makes a little sense.
They have the logo. It's a fish, but
Yes.
in a hop shape, right? Like a hop.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely also helps match the Long Beach vibe that's down there as well. So,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, don't worry about
You
it.
guys
We
need
clean up
paper
at the end.
towels?
Yeah, do you have paper towels?
Instead of using my septic whites over there. Whatever.
No, you brought those in.
No, Eric Shevlin did.
All right, good.
I saw that you had Eric on.
Yeah.
Eric and I, back in the day with
You
the
know
headshot.
Eric? Yeah.
Eric and I were in comedy school together.
Wow.
Here at Governor's.
Get out of here.
Yep.
Wow.
And our show, Jessica Kirsten was
Yep.
the host.
Yeah.
And
That's got to be pretty
back
cool.
in the day.
And then see her.
And
come
I
up
haven't
and-
seen Eric in like years.
Yeah, he's the host of Knock 'em Dead Comedy every day here on Govs Radio. Every single day. Did you even see him after your Let's Eat? He usually stays behind for just another minute before Let's Eat comes on. No. All right. No, that's interesting. Good backstory. So we're at Mike at PeteGovsRadio.com. Who we got on the phone?
They're gone.
Are they? Oh, crap. Oh, well. We'll get them back on. They'll call back in. If you guys listening, call back in. Palm City, my bad. We were just wrapping up a segment. So, Doug, the Irish Red, delicious. Give us a little breakdown of this.
It's an Irish Red.
It's tasty.
All right.
You could be the greatest radio guest that we've ever had. the last are just
What,
overwhelming.
It's a
me.
beer.
When you walk in, it's a comedy club.
What type
Doug, take your shirt
what type
off.
of base malts are you using in this?
Well, there you go, Pete.
This is Maris Otter. Actually, it's only got 3. It's Maris, Roasted, and Aroma.
And I was gonna say, I definitely get the aroma, and I love that flavor because it just adds almost like a biscuity flavor, which is what a red should be.
Yeah, no, I like biscuit malt as well.
Wait a minute. Which one's the red? I want the red.
Too late there, brother.
Come on.
Yeah,
It's only a 12-ounce bottle of each. So
Yeah, listen. That's why I gave you your can yourself.
Oh, so basically you shut me up and put me in a corner.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Stick baby in the corner.
Oh, these are all different.
No one puts these.
Nobody puts grass in the
We got
corner.
2 of them,
Oh,
and
okay.
we could just you guys
I've been
take
in the
those,
corner
and
my
we'll
whole
take
life.
these, and we'll 3 and 3 would be good enough.
Doug,
so
I'll handle your Instagram.
Yes,
all
there
right?
you go.
Okay.
This is the Word with Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. Who do we got on the phone?
This is Ryan from Palm City again.
Hey, what's going on? Sorry for the
Yay.
delay. I wanted to kind of continue on with Doug, which we have all night with anyway. So I just wanted to get and talk to you. So let me give you the background really quick of how I got my hands on these. As many older people do, my in-laws snowbird down to Florida. And they are set up in Naples. And last year I was down with them, and I made them go to a few breweries. I think the Naples brewery that was there. I forget what the other 2 were called. I had a whole bunch of different ones, but
over75.com.
Yeah, it was it was something like that. But this time they go down, and all on their own they decide to go brewery hopping, and they were sending us pictures back and forth to us, and I'm getting really annoyed and jealous of all of their travels. And they stopped to you guys and say, "Oh, we're in this really cool place, Palm City." I said, "That's one of the ones I wanted to go to when I was down there last year, and I never got to go down to you." So they said, "All right, what do you want?" So I quickly hit up your Instagram. I saw what you guys had in cans, and I gave them my 2 ones that I would probably want to try. So with us today, as you may know, we have Paparazzi and Hazify. So why don't you give us a quick rundown of the brewery and how you guys got started, and tell us a little about all that stuff.
Yeah, so we're in Fort Myers, Florida, which is on the west coast of Florida, so on the Gulf side.
West Coast?
Down towards Naples, so right before you go over to the Alligator Alley. So about as far south as you can go on that side. We're coming up on 3 years.
Oh, okay, good.
In business. So, yeah, we'll celebrate our 3 years here in the first part of April. Kind of a typical story. I was a home brewer for a long time and got kicked out of the house, got kicked out of the garage, and then finally,
Married guy?
had to open my own place. So,
Are you a married guy?
I am a married guy. Yeah, I'm married.
Yeah, so
with
that's
3
what kicked you out. There you go.
Yep, that's what happened. She wanted to park the minivan in the garage, so I had to go open a brewery.
Well, there you go.
Tale as old as time.
Yes.
No kids yet, right? Don't get the kids. Hang out with the wife. Trust me, once you get the kids, you'll lose the whole fucking brewery.
Yeah, no, I've already gone down that road 3 times.
Oh, there you go.
You're a 3-time loser. I'm a 4-time loser. The gun's in the garage at any moment,
He is a bucket of cheer.
Yeah. Where are those rocks?
Those damn rocks. We're going to send them to you.
I told you. You could have rubbed them all over my back.
Damn.
Oh.
I don't know about that.
No, not you.
Scary right
Just
there.
patchy hair and
Yeah. Oh, no, we don't even have to rub them on you. We just have to put them in, right?
Yes.
That's it.
Palm
Just
City,
the energy.
I'm very well groomed.
The energy from the rocks could have infused with the mayonnaise sweat, and you could have.
Mayonnaise
wow.
I don't want to know.
Listen,
Sorry.
I got one question. How
Yeah.
far are you away from Punta Gorda in Florida?
What? What was that?
Punta Gorda.
About 30 minutes from Punta Gorda.
Oh, dude, I think my cousin comes down to your brewery all the time. He raves about your place.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to come down there, too. I better rave about that place.
You will.
Come on down.
Let's
There you
follow
go.
each other on Instagram.
Oh my God!
Here we go.
I'm going to put you on mute while you go through your Instagram and try to follow them. So you guys, you've been around for 3 years, you said.
Yep.
Give us a little rundown of the equipment you guys are working with down there.
So we have a 2-vessel 10-barrel system. We have 2 10-barrel fermenters, 3 20-barrel uni tanks, 2 30-barrel uni tanks, and 30-barrel bright and 20-barrel bright. So
there you go.
Very, very, very manual. No electronics on there. No push buttons. No rakes. So
No rakes, huh?
No rakes.
Love it. Old school, baby.
Just all your hands. You
Just get in there, man.
All out.
Yeah, the rake says Stanley on it.
I tell my assistant brewer every day, I said we got to earn our rakes, so just keep shoveling the grain out.
Oh, there you go.
Right? Isn't that a thing?
It is a thing. It's got to be a thing.
That is a thing.
We're going to have to make T-shirts now for all the cellarmen. Earn your rakes.
Earn your rakes.
There you go. So you guys have been putting out some pretty good beer. The ones that I had, the Hazify and Paparazzi, we're having now in the studio. We cracked. You guys, which one did you guys open? You opened Hazify?
Hazify,
Yeah. All right. So tell us a little bit about Hazify. Give us a little rundown on that one.
Sure. So Hazify is our flagship brand. We came out with that about 8 months ago, just kind of filling a void. Well, I do a lot of traveling. I'm from upstate New York originally, so
Okay.
I go up there every year.
Where are you from? What town?
Near Ithaca.
Oh, okay. So you're up there, but
beautiful up
yeah.
Yeah. So I got.
So how'd you get down to Florida? That's a more interesting story. Hold on. How'd you get to
And he's a
Ithaca?
young guy, you know?
Yeah. Did the beer bring you down there, or did you have a job that brought you down there? What was it?
I was a teacher
Okay.
originally, so after I graduated college, wasn't feeling living with my parents, and had to get a job, and found a job in sunny Naples, Florida, and moved down about 15 years ago. So I was not doing the cold anymore.
Okay.
So
I don't blame
moved
you.
down to Paradise, didn't want to go back. So.
Awesome. They make an awesome fucking woman's tank top. Hazify.
Oh, you like the tank?
Oh, this is an awesome woman's tank top.
You like the merch?
Oh yeah, the merch
with the
is
beer
awesome.
name on it.
Hey, I'll do your promo at the end. You don't have to say a word. I got this. All right, Palm City.
All right.
Thank you. Okay, I'll shut up.
It was Ryan, right?
Ryan. Frankie.
Right.
Hey, who's your favorite baseball team?
The Yankees.
Oh, I hope they win the championship. Look, different.
Oh, my
unpredictable.
God.
Oh my God! Usually he would attack all the Yankee fans. We're
Nope.
Mets fans
I hope
here.
you win the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, I could hear the slurping from here.
He usually says, "I hope Aaron Judge's pectoral falls off."
I'm being unpredictable. I'm being nice.
Unpredictable now.
Me and Doug
I like
are going
it.
to go to the bar and
This
hang
is
out.
getting interesting now. All right. So the Hazify. Sorry, we were there. Give us a little breakdown of that.
So the Hazify is Citra Mosaic. It's kind of just easy drinking, tropical. Florida, like I said before, Florida's hot all the time, so you need something that you can drink. And that's has high drinkability. Low bitterness. So we get a lot of people that kind of gravitate towards that, especially with the hot weather down here.
What do we got for a hot profile on that?
It's Mosaic Citra.
Citra, yeah.
What's the APR?
The APR. Here we go.
13.9% with Tier 1 credit.
Remember FDIC.
If you know the show, it's a going gag. What's the APR? The APV, whatever the fuck it is.
APV.
The APV.
That's another thing.
6.5.
Yes,
Ooh,
6.5.
that's nice.
Yeah. Do you have some?
No, I have.
Do you want some?
I have. Well, no, I'm
Smells
still
great.
trying to. I'm still trying to
No,
drink
have some of this. You
wonderful
got,
stout.
have some Palm City while you're in there talking to us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have some
I
Palm
like
City.
this guy.
Yeah, you got
Ryan,
have some
you
Palm
rock. Ryan, can we get like a Palm
think he
City
just
Brewing
fell down,
calendar
huh?
together?
City. It's easy. Are you
doing things to the puppet in there?
No.
No.
No, he's fine.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Scrubs is in the house. I'll hold on. Let me switch on to the Steve cam really quick.
He's adorable.
There he is.
Baby.
There he is. If you're watching online, you could see Steve and the puppet getting along very well together.
Puppets here longer than anybody here.
Smells like it.
Look at me. You look like Steve.
I told you.
Sports Radio 66, The Fan.
With your voice, you can do some voiceovers.
That's what I'm saying. He had a great voice. He got on the mic, and I went, "Oh shit, he's
Got that
Oh.
voice. Yeah.
That's how he got his girlfriend.
And
I would
Fridays,
imagine.
Just talking on the phone. Oh yeah.
It's so underrated.
Ladies,
Nobody
drink
does
free.
that.
Jesus Christ.
Say that one more time, Doug.
Star
Come
is
on.
born.
You heard that one, right? Ladies drink free.
Doug, you are going to do the promo for Limo Talk. I'm going to have one of my drivers.
I could
come
do it
out,
right now. I
pick
could
you
promo
up.
it after the
Oh,
show.
I
We
would
could
love
record it
for
really
you to
quick.
do starring
I could do it.
Bobby Inzarello and God, that'd be
Write it down. I'm serious. Write down a script quick while we're here.
You got it.
And I'll have him record it right after the show's over.
Let me just tell you,
out and
Palm City
enjoy
Palm
all the
City
local
Brewing,
East
10
End brewery.
barrels.
He could voice over.
I love
You should be
it.
News 12 voiceover.
What I just missed.
Sorry, no, he was doing another voiceover.
Oh, please do more. I would rather hear you. No, all right.
Sorry about
Puppet
this.
looks like
Right.
Elmo had an
Ryan,
evening with
Ryan,
Oscar.
Palm City Brewing, 10-barrel brew house with 18 rotating taps, specializing in IPAs. Tag us. Hashtag, what is that? I can't read. I'm old. Pints in Paradise.
Maybe if you turn the lights on. I mean, it's really dark
Open
back
Tuesday, 4 to 9. Wednesday to Friday, 4 to 10. Saturday, 12 to 11. Sunday, 12 to 6. 7887 Drew Center in Fort Myers, Florida, right?
Perfect.
Send says, ask for Ryan, send dick pics. Huh?
There you go.
Wow.
There it is.
There you go. Unpredictable.
Unpredictable again. I'm not sure about that.
Sliding into his DMs.
Right into his DMs.
Ryan, just so you know, I'm following you. Palm City Brewing. I'm Gotham Gold Graz. Let's go. Get on there. Let's go. I want to talk. Let's
go.
All right.
You gonna do a bus tour down to Palm City?
I would love to do oh my
That'd be
God,
fantastic.
We
Road
should go
trip.
to Florida. Do a road. We should do a baseball road trip.
I wouldn't mind
a
that.
Training camp. 10
So
guys.
February break.
For February break.
February break. We go down. We do a couple of shows from breweries down there.
Correct.
We go to a couple of the spring training games
Correct.
from various. That's not a bad idea,
I'm
man.
telling you. And we go down. We visit Palm City.
Yep.
We hang out with Ryan.
Yep.
Anybody else? Who's your competition, Ryan? I know there's no competition, but who's your competition?
Yeah. What other breweries are local to you?
We got some good breweries around us. Pointy Bell Brewing Company is located as you're going out to the beach.
Yep.
You got Fort Myers. Got
Fort Myers I've
Momentum.
been to. Yep.
Calusa up in Sarasota is doing some really good stuff.
Heard the name. Haven't had the beer.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. So you guys do a tour down here for spring training. We got the Twins and the Red Sox are.
Yeah, the Red Sox are right there. My in-laws
How
went
far
to a
the
Red
Mets
Sox
from you?
game that day. Actually, the day they came to you,
Yeah.
they were at the Red Sox game.
How far are the Mets and the Yankees from you?
Yankees are in Tampa, so they're a couple hours away.
Yeah,
I don't even know where
south.
the Mets are. Where the Mets are?
Mets are in
Queens?
St. Louis. What do you
Port
mean
St.
you don't
Lucie.
even know where the Mets are?
Port
all
St. He's not a Mets fan.
I
How would he
fucking
know?
hope Aaron Judge breaks
Oh,
his
my
fucking
God.
record.
There it is.
So predictable.
There it is.
No,
Port St. Lucie.
Port
right.
St. Lucie.
It's on the other coast. I don't know.
4 hours, I think. I
Ryan,
think it's like 3 to 4
get your
hours.
geography together with Florida.
Well,
right?
when we go down to Naples, I remember doing a Google map thing. It's about 3 hours to Port St. Lucie. It's a big ride to do a one-day game there. So let's stay on the West Coast, stay in the Fort Myers, Naples area. It's
I'm
nice.
dying to go, man.
It's awesome.
I
over
would
there.
love to go with Pete. I think Pete would be a fantastic.
Lots of great breweries.
doesn't wanna go anywhere.
Pete's like, absolutely not.
Why, Pete?
Pete, you don't like the heat?
Pete don't like the heat.
I'm too fat for the heat. I don't like baseball. 3 kids.
and a wife that will kill you.
Well, he doesn't have to
That's
go alone.
number one, probably.
I'm talking about the whole crew. We're not just talking about the boy crew. I'm saying let's get everybody together.
Oh, wow.
We're going to go visit Ryan
We're not-
in
we
Palm
can't-
City. Pete,
Yeah.
Pete, are you out of your mind? You're coming for 3 days. You need a break. By the time you're done, I'll have your head shaved and your beard having a hawk.
Your
in
head
it.
shaved.
Yeah, and your beard having a little thing in the middle over there. You'll have
That's
like one of
crazy.
those.
Soul patch.
Yes, soft patch. There you go.
No, I'm not getting rid of the beard.
Ryan, just so you know, in studio right now, this is Mike, by the way. Pete, my co-host, is here. Say hi.
Hi.
In the studio, we also have the Lady Brewsters. We have Sheila and Michelle here, both representing their breweries. Sheila represents Long Island, up here on Long Island, and Michelle representing North Fork Brewing Company. And then, of course, in studio, we also have 2 brewers. We have Doug from Eastern Front, and our third co-host, Steve from Former Barrage.
Yeah.
And that's how many people we got in here. That's why and of course, Anthony
And
Graz
Anthony
today,
Graz.
who's yelling at you.
Yes. And wants you to Instagram him all the time.
And he's definitely
That's
not
my
an
promo
attention
guy,
whore.
right?
Yes, he's the promo guy, correct. But he's also the guy that's sending people
Dick
to
pics.
send dick pics to you. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
You got any hot girls in bikinis? You can send me a couple of Instagrams.
Here we
DMs?
go. That was predictable.
That's not really my game.
That was the correct answer. Well, way to go. All right.
Good answer. Good answer.
Just because he's in Florida doesn't mean there's an influx in bikinis. All right, so we're with Mike at Pete, GovsRadio.com. Listen, Ryan, what do you have on tap coming up in the next few weeks, months? Do you have any plans for the brewery to expand? Do you have any beers, new beers, experimental beers you have coming up? Nice one.
Yeah, we actually just did a Pink Boots beer.
Ooh.
You guys are from the Pink Boots Society.
Did you guys just do
my
it
wife-
yesterday, or were you just doing it throughout the week?
We launched it yesterday. Yeah, my
Nice.
wife's a member of the
Trying to
Tampa
open it all
branch, so she went to Cigar City and brewed. But we also
nice.
brought our distributor in and did a brew here at the brewery and launched yesterday for International Women's Day. So
And what
that
what
was fun. That was exciting.
what style? What's the name? Where can people find it if they're listening down in Florida?
It's we just called it Pink Boots. Very simple. It's a New England style IPA. It's about 5.5% alcohol and
Thank you.
just super easy drinking, clean.
Yep. I find like you guys down there, and like you said before, a lot of the beers you brew have to be kind of bright to match the climate, to match the vibe. But you're not doing New England IPAs at 8 or 9 like we are up here. You're doing them at 6, 5, 7, maybe no more than 7. Does that play a big role? Are you trying to like make beach beers, or are you trying to make heavy hitting beers? What's the thought process down there for you and for most of the guys?
Yeah, we try to keep it. We try to keep in that 6.5. We try to keep keep the drinkability through not just the beer you're drinking, but able to have 2 or 3 pints. We do some imperials, but it's hard. We're in an industrial area, and there's trucks rolling by, and I don't like people drinking 4 or 5
Smart, responsible brewer. Good job.
So
you
when we
you need a bus over there for you guys? I can send a bus over there.
Here comes the bus. The
we'll
toot
get you a
toot.
bus. We call 21-passenger bus. They call it the Bang Bus.
Yeah, we call it the Bang Bus.
We can bang in West Palm Beach, too.
Is it back to 21 passengers, or
no?
is it...
The seat's still fucking broke, man. I just got my mechanic said he found one. The one guy that was here from last week. Who was that? That had the,
Mark from Kings Park?
Kings Park.
Mark from Kings Park within 10 seconds got that seat on.
He sure did. He had that up on an eBay search within minutes.
It's been a week now, and I can't find the fucking seat.
Christ, you better text him or DM him. He's following you now. So
I got a 20-passenger. Ryan, we'll come down there. We'll have fun. I'm promising you that.
That sounds good.
Yeah, man.
We'll be divorced in 3 weeks.
Give us the rundown on what you have coming up in regards to beer styles. I know you said you have that Pink Boots coming out. What's in the future? What's sitting in the tanks? What's coming out?
So we have a sour beers coming out. One with like passion.
Ah, you hung up on him. That's the wrong line. Don't touch him.
Who did I hang up on?
Still gotcha.
Oh,
he's still there.
All right.
Still there.
I gave him the hotline on purpose, so I'm glad you didn't do that.
Ryan, I almost became the co-host.
The only person that's going to fire me is me, so I don't know who's going to do that. Well, that might.
Oh, Greg DiFilippo wants
Good
to
luck,
jump in on the February. He's in, so
yes.
we got another guy.
Oh,
who wants
nice.
to come
Greg's in. All right, good. Now, listen, tell him we're bringing family and friends and kids, so it's going to be that kind of thing.
He says he's got the pot, the steakhouse, and the strippers one night.
All right. So, boys' weekend it is. Yeah, I'm not going to get away with that.
Just a little joke.
Just a little joke. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Ryan. What were you saying?
So we have a couple sour beers that we're preparing for our
Sour's
3-year
nice.
anniversary. We do a couple stouts here and there. It's still Florida, and stouts, are kind of hit and miss still down here.
Yeah.
But
any collabs coming up?
No collabs coming up right in the works. But we're in a unique situation down here because with all the spring training and the snowbirds and just the tourism, this is our busiest season for like distribution.
Yeah.
So we can go up anywhere from 30 to 50% over, just a normal month, a normal summer months. So we're kind of, we're in production mode right now. So as soon as we get out of that, we usually in the summertime, that's when we kind of do a lot more of our, experiment with some lagers and saisons and.
Is it more difficult to do the lagers down there with the heat being a little higher or any other of those climate conditions?
No, I mean, we have, glycol and all that stuff. So,
Okay.
I mean, it stays, pretty consistent. We can, it definitely taxes, all our equipment. We go through
Your response should have been, no, asshole, we're not in a third world country. We have modern conveniences.
No, we don't put them in caves.
Store them
It's
in
Florida,
have caves
not a
in
barrio in
Florida.
Guatemala.
I missed such a good opportunity. I just sat back. The old me. Unpredictable.
I did it to myself.
Unpredictable.
I did it to myself.
I think he needs a T-shirt.
All right, buddy. Well, listen,
think
Ryan,
so.
I appreciate you calling in. And listen, the 2 beers that my in-laws brought back, I really liked. I had a good time with them. They were delicious. I posted a few. We're having them here. They'll be part of the pictures throughout the night. So appreciate it, and we hope to see more of that. And next year, more than likely, when I get down there in February break, I'm definitely going to be swinging by, so I'll come say hi.
Yeah, please come see us. We appreciate you guys. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey,
Thanks a lot.
Ryan, you like
Thank
football?
you.
You like basketball or hockey? Which one?
Basketball.
What's your favorite team?
Orlando
I am a
Magic.
Knicks fan.
Ooh,
You're a Knicks fan?
there you go.
There we go.
You won't be seeing a championship for about 10 fucking years.
I'm with you, buddy.
This is correct.
It's about faith.
Yeah, yeah. Loyalty.
Ryan, you ready? Palm
To a
City
fault.
Brewing, 10-barrel brew house with 18 rotating taps.
Wait, the plug guy, go.
10-barrel brew house with 18 rotating taps, specializing in IPAs. Tag us at Pints in Paradise.
Ooh, there you go.
7887 Drew Clear, Fort Myers, Florida, Palm City Brewing. Don't send dick pics.
There you go. All right, buddy. Thanks a lot for calling in.
Thanks for calling in, Ryan.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, later.
Have a good one, man.
Bye, Ryan.
Ryan from Palm City Brewing. Appreciate him calling in. Like I said, I had him brought up, and I was like, oh, why don't we just have him call in? He liked some of the pictures I threw up there, and we get people from all over the place, right? East Coast, West Coast, it don't matter.
I was just down in Florida, too.
Yeah?
If I had known, I would have.
So I always try to, I don't know about you guys, I always try, like, when we do family vacations, and we've had this discussion before, I just plan most of those vacations around what breweries haven't I been to.
Well, this vacation for me, it was 2.5 days, and we hit 6 breweries.
Nice.
Wow.
And then went back to
Good for you.
one of them twice.
Where?
Down in Florida.
In Dunedin, Florida.
Oh, nice.
So
Where's
we hit
the
up Cigar
closest major?
City.
Wait, what?
Cigar City.
Cigar City, oh,
We hit
yeah,
it
yeah.
first. And then the town of Dunedin has all of these great little breweries, all within a mile or so.
Walkable little.
I mean, we just really
I think
rode
the
our
Tigers
bikes.
are over there too, right? I think the Detroit Tigers
The
spring
stadium?
training is over
Yeah,
there.
maybe.
Maybe.
The Grapefruit League?
I have
Miami?
no idea.
Right around Miami?
I flew into Tampa. It was like
Okay,
a 20-minute drive from
A
Tampa.
little up the west side, but not
Yeah,
much.
I thought Cigar City was out of Tampa, or excuse me, out of Miami. No.
No.
They're down there, but I don't think they're up on the Panhandle or anything like that. So,
Sheila,
Yes.
you're the manager at Long Island Beer, correct?
Long Island, yes.
And you're the owner at.
Hold on one
what's the Moku thing? I can't even.
Mokoloa is my company. It's a paddleboarding company. So
And wasn't that the sour for 10 years, 10 beers?
It was.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't a sour. It was a pineapple IPA.
That's right.
And yeah, the guys kind of surprised me and
Hi,
honored
hold
me
on one
by
sec.
naming one of the beers after. So actually, it was a competition beer at one of the, I think it was Heckscher, maybe the year before, and pineapple was the ingredient that they had to use.
Right.
So they had reached out to me and they said, listen, we want like a Hawaiian sounding name. Can we use your business name?
That's cool.
Mokoloa means Long Island.
And
I said, of course, absolutely. And they ended up winning.
Free advertising.
Right. And, you know, a beer with my name on it.
Sure.
So,
Nice.
of course. And they ended up winning. And then they included it in the 10 years, 10 beers.
That's fantastic.
It
Very
was
cool.
And her
amazing.
slogan is always drink the good stuff, have fun along the way. Long Island,
Yes.
New York. Hashtag craft beer girl. And I would usually throw something dirty in there, but not anymore.
Good for
Thank
you.
you.
Because you're
Unpredictable
Keeping
grass.
it clean.
I'm keeping it clean.
Well,
Thank you.
we just recently got paddleboards. Last summer was our first paddleboarding adventure with our children, so I want to talk to you a bit about
Amazing.
that.
Yeah.
We've been to a couple places, but I want more scout locations. We want
Cool.
to start venturing further and further.
Yes, let's definitely do
Yeah.
that.
As the word, Mike at GovsRadio.com. Who's on the phone with us?
This is James from Long Beach.
Hey,
what's up, James?
What's going on, James?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
All right. So James is
It's
the.
been a while.
Yes, absolutely. You've been
I miss
busy.
you guys.
You've been very busy, buddy.
Did I meet James?
Actually, I just started getting busy. I was kind of a little bit on hiatus.
Are
but,
you still with RBQ?
I'm not. I mean, Ryan is still a good friend of mine.
Yep.
I'm not doing any projects with him currently, but
Okay.
I got a lot of stuff to talk to you about. And
Yeah.
I'm very interested to talk to your guests on the show
Ooh.
as well.
Before you
and
go,
get them-
all news guy on us, I want to thank you for the invite. I appreciate it, but like Pete had said to you, both of us have, like, unfortunately, really like important family stuff on that day. I would have loved to come. That would have been awesome.
You don't have to apologize.
I
There's gonna be a
know.
lot
I just
more
feel bad. Like,
events
you've
as
invited
well.
us to a
And-
lot of things and really been a great friend to the show. And every time I'm like, fuck, I got a communion or I got this. It's crazy.
And, and he's also worried that the second team might be pretty good. He's also worried.
I'm
the
not worried
second,
about no
He's
second
also
team, no
worried about
nothing.
me and Pamitsky coming over there and having such a good time. that they changed it to the Wort with Graz and Pamitsky.
Yeah.
Does Taraz remember me? Oh,
Yes.
no.
Of
Hi,
course I do.
James. I remember you.
Yes.
That's
James,
right.
Graz never forgets anybody. He's like the elephant that forgets nothing.
You were good to me, James.
I was.
Good
Okay,
to
cool.
Okay. Okay, cool, man.
Was I good to you? I'm trying to be very clean tonight. Was I good to you?
You're failing.
He's grasping at straws.
Unless I mean, I know the bar is a little bit low. No offense, but
it is.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
If you listen to my show on Thursdays, it's very low.
There is no
All right,
bar.
let me tell you who we got in studio, James. In studio, we have Sheila from Long Island and Michelle from North Fork. They're representing the Lady Brewsters, who just...
I can't wait to talk to them.
Yeah, and then, of course, we have Doug from Eastern Front out in Mattatuck. He's here with us today.
I'm looking forward to talking to him, too.
And then, of course...
if we have time.
Not a New England hazy in the sight.
Yes.
It's great.
And then we have Steve Paminsky's here with us as well.
They are good.
From Barrage. And then, of course, Pete and I are here as well as you mentioned, Graz. So
I haven't met Steve.
No.
Unfortunately. I know
he'll be around for our shows
doing...
now. He's a big part of our show now, so he'll be around for any of our gatherings.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
First, tell us what you have coming up, because I know that's really I want to get that in before we get drunk and off track.
No problem. I'm not here to plug. I can.
No, I want you to plug.
We wanted you to plug.
That's why we had you call in. Well, how about wait, James? I'm going to start here.
James,
you
could plug me.
Hold on. I'm going to turn you
Jesus.
on. Just 1 second. That's terrible. James, I'm giving away 2 tickets to AC Beer Fest.
Yes.
2 questions before I do that. Number 1, are you available April 3rd?
I can't go to the fest, but I'd love to do some test runs. And speaking of which, the fact that callers into your show don't know what the word is. Is
I know.
Pretty sad. I don't know if it's a reflection on your ability to inform them. But
I know.
I'm going to assume it's not. But
he called me Michael.
Maybe they just want free tickets.
Michael,
you should tell people.
Michael,
I seem like I'm getting yelled at. Listen, James. Pat, who answered those questions before, didn't seem like he was a huge brewer beer guy. He was just kind of hanging out with spider bites in his backyard and shooting ducks off his back porch.
That's okay. I mean, but the Wort.
Yes.
For crying out loud.
You knew that one. So thank you very much. For anyone who's listening, they now got one of the questions right. Did you know any of the other?
What's the second question?
Did you know the answer to any of these other questions?
Well, one of the things I was surprised to hear about, unless I heard it incorrectly, was someone said there was only 5 craft breweries in New Jersey.
That was an incorrect answer.
That was me.
They got the crash for that one.
Yeah, that was me. I said
like,
2.
wait,
actually.
where have I been?
Yeah. Trust me, there is definitely not 5. There is way, way more than 5. Don't give the answer out just yet, but there's a lot. And it's growing.
I don't know the answer. That's why.
Well, it's not quite up to New York standards, who's right now second in the nation in number of craft breweries. Can we? I think it's second to California now.
You're at 944, right? When are you giving the tickets?
I want to say Colorado might be
only
in there
5
also.
breweries. I was a brewer, a commercial brewer on Long Island when there were only 5 breweries.
Yeah, back in the day.
So it gives you an indication of
how
far back my
how far it's come in 20 years, James. How far it's come in 10 years. It's crazy.
I'm sorry?
How far it's even come in 10 years.
Well, I don't really wear rubber boots anymore, and actually, I'm going to this Saturday. On a side note, we can get into that later. But I was a brewer in the late '90s in New York, and we got into this during our interview when you guys came out to Rocket Talk. Which poignantly pointed out that we spoke about how 10 or 5 or 10 years ago we wouldn't have been able to do an event like that where we could have 30 plus different beers just from Long Island, all going at once. That wouldn't have been possible. So it's a great testament to what's happening in New York State as far as, in particular what the farm brewery system has done, but just as to where the marketplace has caught up.
And we had a great time. At Rocket Talk was a lot of fun. Broadcast. It was a beautiful day. We were sitting there at the...
It was a different kind of festival. It's rare that you get to pour your own beers when you go to a festival, right?
And, of course, Dan from Long Beach coming through and hanging out for a while. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm drinking his beer right now.
There you go. Give us the before, like I said, James, before we forget, you got to give us the plugs of what's going on. I said thank you very much for the invite. Tell the people what I'm even talking about, because I don't.
What are we missing out on that?
What are we going to miss out on that I'm going to be so jealous about?
And that I haven't been invited to.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And Mike, you are going to be jealous because the launch pad is from a hardcore German place. It's called Das Biergarten in Long Beach. But the event is called, tentatively calling it the Long Beach Local Brewery Tour, and it's on Saturday, April 18th.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, we go to all of the local breweries. I want to say all of them. We're going to skip Long Beach because they're just not ready to receive a group in their tap room quite just yet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna launch from Beer Garden, then we're gonna spend an hour at Barrier.
Okay.
We're gonna do a flight, a pint, and then we're gonna go from there to South Shore Craft Brewing Company, a new one in Oceanside.
Yep. Huey and Nick are doing great things over there.
Yeah, I'm brewing there on Saturday.
Oh, you are? You're going to do it with that? All right, cool.
So, yeah, I guess I slip the boots on, for
half a minute
fun and to fill in. They'll be looking for someone. Right now, they need a capable brewer. Because,
James, you know what I learned tonight? James, you got to earn your rake. That's what I learned. Earn your rake.
Speaking of rakes, I have a great side note on that. Phil speaking of Long Island breweries, Phil Markowski, the ladies I'm sure know who he is. And Steve probably the owner and brewmaster at Two Roads Brewing Company had a long career at Southampton Public House and brought it to
Phil was one of the innovators on Long Island. He's an unbelievable brewer.
Yeah, and he was like my mentor in the 90s, where when I wasn't brewing at Longshore, I'd bounce out there and spend as much time as I could picking his brain. And if you know Phil, he's incredibly gracious and he's incredibly knowledgeable and willing to share his knowledge with anyone who wants to come and, shove a little grain. And he had a 15-barrel brew system out there and preferred not to have a rake. And at Two Roads, he has an 8-barrel, really old pub system where he likes to hand set the mash. That's an 8-barrel system, but he's still, there's...
Is that like part of the art? Is that like something that is a thing, or is it just something like a bragging point?
I think he was a Belgian in a former life. I mean, he didn't wear a leather apron when we were brewing, but
Das Boot.
He was, he wrote the book literally on brewing Belgian beers and farmhouse ales in particular. He's been a keynote speaker at the Beer Mondial. God knows how many medals he's won at GABF. When it was very important in the 90s and the early 2000s, winning at GABF put you on the map. I mean, Great South Bay can tell you that better than anybody else.
So do you guys think it's part of that process? Is it about earning your stripes, Doug?
I think it's really what makes you comfortable and what you get used to doing. I mean,
well, I just think, it's something to be said for the old way, doing it manually like your guest from Palm City.
Yeah.
There's another Long Island brewer who's right up there at Silver King. I don't think it's too far from there. Norman Dixon Jr. was
watch your language, sir.
Brick House, back in the day when I was...
Oh, he was at Brick House. All right.
This is when LIBC was still open and Phil was at the public house.
Wow, you go back, James. I didn't realize you go that far back.
You all know Duffy. He was the brewer at John Harvard.
Right, correct.
In the day, and there
that
was
one I
Garrett
knew.
Oliver over in Brooklyn. And
that one I knew.
Oh, and Mark Burford was still making beer at Blue Point. Before AB drove a dump truck, full of money up to his house.
Hopefully, he didn't.
I mean, everyone dreams of getting a dump truck of cash delivered to their house.
Yeah.
So
backing up to their backyard and just unloading it like fire logs.
It's interesting because in the craft brewing industry, there's a lot of people who poo-poo companies that get bought by major brands, and they're no longer craft anymore.
God bless them. They work hard enough.
Yeah. Someone drives a truck. Someone wants to write you a check. All jokes aside, someone wants to write you a check for a fucking $1 million today to sell you a brewery.
I watched a recent episode of Shark Tank where the guy turned down $3 million off just to be bought out for this stupid little thing that he thinks he's going to make $10 million on for the next 20 years. Just take the $3 million and run, dude. You know what you can do with investing $1 million into something, and then you can live on by itself, and then take $2 million to the head and buy a house and buy a life. I don't know. You just you get the opportunity, you got to jump at it. That's how I feel.
I could take 10 grand right now. Do you want to be honest? Just give me 10 grand. I'll turn it to 100. We'll be at the fucking casino in about.
I was
going to
say you're going to go right to the Borgata. With that.
I was just going to give him $5 just to leave.
I'm not that cheap, Piminski.
Is that all it takes? I didn't know.
Don't think because you're a new addition, you're going to fucking nudge me out of here yet. I got fucking a little seniority here, just a little.
He's got third chair.
That's okay. I'll take fourth.
I'll take fourth.
So.
What'd you say, Sheila?
I said, and you're unpredictable. people.
Thank you, Sheila.
Yes,
Sheila,
exactly.
I'm loving you right now.
Thank you.
You
Cheers.
great beer, by the way. What did she offer me over here?
Which one did you pour him?
Oh, Palm City.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Palm City?
There you go. It's more Palm City. Is it the paparazzi or the Hazy-Fi?
Can I just suggest something?
Yeah.
Somebody on Facebook, Greg DiFilippo, said, "Could you please stop putting the camera on Peminsky and Graziday?
I switched it up.
Could you please put it on the girl?
I put
the
it
two
on.
girls in the middle.
I've been rotating
They
camera
said, "Could you
shots
please
as
put
we
it on
go."
Doug and the two girls?
Doug.
Yeah, it's
The
because of
voice.
Doug and Pete.
Mainly the one
Doug
from
is
far
definitely the
away.
voice.
Pete's lactating breasts.
Yeah, they do.
His man sweat.
Man sweat.
Nobody wants to look at Pete's boobs.
No, 100% accurate.
So sorry, James. You guys are going to start at Das Beer Garden, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Then we're going to Barrier.
And we're going
Then
back
we're going
to
to South Shore.
And then we're
South
gonna go to
Shore.
South Shore,
Good.
and then we're going to go to Bright Eye. You guys were just talking about them.
New
I
Kid
can
on the
fill you
Block.
in a little bit on what's going on there. You
Give
know,
us, hold on, James. Steve, give us your rundown on Bright Eye. What was your experience there? Because they're brand new.
They're brand new.
They're overwhelmed.
2 weeks
according
now?
to
I
the
think they're 2 weeks now.
conversations
yeah,
I had with
can,
them.
I can tell you what happened actually.
Okay, good.
You know, I met the new
Because he
brewer.
has a
He's-
restaurant in Long Beach, so that's why he knows some of the
Yeah,
inside
it's
scoop.
not a restaurant actually. It's just a brewery. They work.
No,
with
you.
local- Oh, me personally?
Yes.
What do I think of Bright Eye?
No.
Or-
You
back to the
restaurant in
question.
Long Beach. You're a staple
Oh.
in Long Beach, James.
What restaurant?
I'm sorry. What was the original? I'm sorry. I got a little confused.
James,
there.
are you
We're talking
drinking?
about
Are
a
you
few
drinking?
things.
James, are you drinking an IPA with a 9.4 APR?
No, that's not my
Yeah,
bag.
that's
Actually, I have a Schwartz beer.
There you go.
Ah.
Really
Oh,
nice.
Shipwreck's
Schwartz
Black?
beer.
Yeah, he's drinking the
Yes,
Shipwrecks.
yes, the Shipwreck's
Oh.
Black.
It's a fucking great beer.
I like that one.
I
It's
thought
a
it was
nice
like
one.
monster in a fucking drink. I
Yeah,
don't know.
no.
Schwartz beer.
No, James, what I was saying is, so Bright Eye, I was saying that is a little overwhelmed, and you have the inside scoop because you're a Long Beach guy, and you're part of the scene over there.
Hennigan.
Yeah.
I met Luke Hennigan in the new brewer. He
Yep.
comes via Laguna Beach Brewing Company out in San Diego.
So you came all the way to
he's
this
been
Long
doing
Beach.
doing the brewing, even though Luke is fully capable, I believe. But they sold out of beer. You know, they're a little bit overwhelmed. You know, if you know Long Beach at all, they're kind of thirsty. You know,
a little bit.
Speaking of which, I want to, before I continue, but I want to open the invitation to the Lady Brewers. I'm a huge fan of North Fork as well, and to Doug
you.
over at Eastern Front. If you guys want to, get online and, if you're capable of having tap accounts, I don't know what your situation is. I definitely want some of that Lunar Moon if there's any left. And we have some locations down in Long Beach that we'd love to put you on and get you some exposure.
James is all
That's
about
awesome.
that
That's so nice.
networking. He at RBQ he brought a ton of out east Long Island beers.
Yeah, we've been on tap at RBQ, yeah.
And then
Brewers Collective, right? You were out there
I
picking up kegs,
personally
right?
went out to North Fork Brewing Company to go pick it up.
Yeah, he drove out there to get it.
I know they wanted
So Michelle didn't have to hop in the car and go all the way to
Sheila,
Rockaway.
he's all about beer. Notice he hasn't invited me to any of the things.
Oh,
right,
There's
'cause
six
he's all
people in
about
the studio.
beer.
Right.
There's 6 people in the studio. I'm in the box. I don't get any invite.
You're in the O2
He wants
bar.
me nothing near
Grass in the
there.
box.
This,
It's a
craft
grass in the box.
beer, and this
It's a
show
grass
is about things that taste good, and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, there you go. But you're right. I mean, to bring all those into the let's say Western Nassau, Queens, Brooklyn area, that's a big deal because those people
and
want new
RBQ is
stuff
new.
too.
Yeah, RBQ is new,
Mhm.
and we wanted to kind of make a little bit of a splash, but kind of keep it low key, and not like have people waiting in line, with a little cup. We just you saw how it was where we
It was
were
full pints,
broadcasting. You
right?
could walk in
Yeah.
back there and pour your own beer.
Full
if you wanted a
pint beer
pint, you could
fest.
take
That's
one,
awesome.
and
Fucking awesome.
That's how it
Had
should
a great
be.
time.
it was very casual for a beer fest with like 30 taps going.
Yeah.
We doubled the amount of tap lines for just one weekend, and we tripled the cellar capacity.
Yeah.
Not every restaurant can do that, so it's something I was very proud of.
That's
and
awesome.
to feature the beers of the Southern Empire, shall we say.
So besides the brew tour, what's your current venture right now?
All right, so we got the brew tour on April 18th. We're also opening up the beer garden at Speakeasy. I was doing those Speakeasy pop-up things where we would do these things called the brewer sessions. You guys weren't able to make it again.
I know.
You're tied up.
I
But we
know.
would pick a brewery.
I swear, like I said, every
Take the
time he
hint.
invites us,
Take
there's
the
some
hint.
Goddamn kids.
You gotta treat me
You know,
nice.
but,
Take the hint. They won't come unless you treat me
That's
nice.
not.
That's not it.
There's no direct correlation, James, to that at all.
That's
There
not
were
When
times,
we
in
come,
all
we'll
fairness to you
pull
guys,
Graz
we
with
would
us.
plan it that week. We would plan it that week. The
Yeah.
guys, it'd be like, James, why don't you come up with something? And I'm involved in, retail and marketing.
Yep.
I'm James Art Beer. I do a lot of content for social media and print advertising. And I'm just, I'm a brewer. I've been a New York State brewer, and I'm a huge advocate of the industry, and it's kind of what I do. And,
So-
Rocket Talk was an extension of that. And just like I'm talking to your guest, anytime you want to come to Long Beach, anytime you want to get a specific label or get your brand out, or the Lady Brewers, I'm brethren with anyone in rubber boots. I don't care.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna start
Talk
wearing
a
rubber
little bit
boots.
about
I
the
love
brewer
what they're
session.
doing.
What
So I'm interested to know more about what they're doing and give exposure to what they're doing.
Exactly.
Like I said, I want to get Lunar Moon on. I know you said you brewed 10 barrels. If there's any, if you got a half barrel or a slim laying around, we'd love to grab it if it's still in good shape.
Unfortunately, we don't. Every brewery got about 2 to 3 kegs each. Next year, we'll definitely plan to brew a bigger batch,
There we
just
go.
because the amount of people that have been interested in being involved and participating and somehow raising funds for a charity, which has been it's been phenomenal. It's just that we didn't make enough, and we didn't expect this many people to want to participate in it.
Well, that's a good problem.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
next year, come on.
Exactly. And when you have that
so
next
one
thing
of-
coming up,
one of
definitely
you
he's
is
one of
at
those guys that
North
can
Fork,
get it
correct?
into those areas. Yeah.
Right.
It's on.
One of you is at North Fork, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Michelle's at North Fork. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to get North Fork on in Long Beach.
Get that
back
At
to
the
the
time,
lacto.
we weren't. I'm a zymergist. Like, I can't wait to spend some time in the lab with Ian. I had a great time out
I
there.
actually brought Purple Grain, our newest sour,
Well, let's
with me.
open.
Let's try it.
Well,
Purple
I want to
Grain.
go out and go out in the field like a farmer and pick a some fuzz off of a blueberry and bring it back to the lab and
Which
do
is
a
funny
single
because
cell isolation.
the sour that I'm opening right now, the yeast that was cultured for this was picked off of a blackberry.
Nice.
Excellent. So it's a
Matching up
single
nicely.
cell. It's a single cell cultivation. It's not a wild one with millions of. So you worked off a single cell
Yeah.
isolation.
Well, that's what Ian does out in his laboratory that he has out there.
Ooh, what a
Well,
just-
it's a huge. It's important to point out, and this is great for him because it's supposedly for beer nerds, and
Right.
there's a huge difference between isolating a single cell and creating a culture from there,
Right.
and just doing it kind of terre noir, like it's
Correct.
traditional spontaneous Belgian style, where you just open up the louvres, and let it all fall into the cool ship. It's a completely different wild animal, if you will, and it's important to point these things out.
These wow, that's good. They did a great
Graz,
job.
are you a sour fan?
I'm gonna try to be.
Okay.
Hey, Graz is
It's more on the tart side.
It's tart
Yeah.
and
I've had
sweet.
very few sours that I like. The Back to the Lacto was the first one I had. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, all sours aren't terrible. This one is delicious.
Founders pale ale.
No, but that wasn't that one. No, this is different. This is something a little more tart.
It's a kettle soured saison.
It's going to be tart.
So
Be
it's
prepared
made
for it.
with black currant, strawberries, and blueberries, and the yeast comes off of blackberries.
Who are you giving that to?
Your,
Uh,
your
Steve.
face, Grass.
Well, he just came off a sweet potato stout, and then he's going to a blueberry sour. So he's probably going to be taken back.
That, but the aftertaste is pretty nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's.
I like it. You make this?
Oh, I didn't personally make this. Ian and Peter from North Fork did.
You know Ian and Peter.
Just so you know, I want to let you know that we got
Smells
another edition.
delightful.
Joe Stars,
Yeah.
Joe Stars from Delray Beach.
Okay.
is coming on our baseball tour next year.
Oh, okay, good. See, everyone's
brewery
jumping on.
Mark, you coming to Florida for our brewery baseball spring training tour?
That's James on the phone.
James, Frank,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm sorry, James.
No problem. The
So
down to Florida on the bus. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. He's been he's been listening the whole night. He knows exactly what you're talking about.
That's why
you
I'm
can
trying
be
to
very
talk- I'm
vague.
trying
He's
to
like,
talk
yeah.
it down.
We'll
He's very
pencil it in,
professional.
see what
I get
happens,
it.
and I'll
Exactly.
see what we can do.
I want to hang
All
with
right,
you.
so-
Listen, I want to hang with you one night.
Do you have any questions for our panel of brewers
Anytime
here?
you guys, again, so if you want, the best way to do it is come down to Long Beach because
That's
there's
it.
lots of. It's fun down here. I know, lots of people. If you like barbecue, we go to Swing Bellies, and I can do I could just jump behind the bar. We could do a flight and run through the entire lineup. We could do that Speakeasy too because they got 26 tap lines there, and I'm going to be running the Speakeasy Beer Garden this summer.
What is that all about? I don't know what that is.
So, all right. So we can plug South Shore Craft Brewery. They're on the brew tour. They're a new brewery in Oceanside, and we're opening up this. Speakeasy is a great restaurant down in Long Beach, and they have a beer garden out there. So what I do is I come up with ideas, and basically my idea was what I call a brewer session. So we feature one brewery typically, and we try to buy as many barrels as we can, and we run lines out in the beer garden. If if the brewery's not there, I do I do the beer talk and represent the brand. But usually we get people from the brewery, whether it's Dan from Long Beach. We had the guys from Two Roads come down. Excuse my voice. And it's we call it unlimited pours for like 4 hours plus. And Jake, the chef and owner, makes a special pairings menu. And we're outside just talking about beer, yucking it up. We play giant Jenga. And we get all beer nerdy and eat a lot of food.
Jenga. Yeah, that's awesome. You do a great job on your food pairing. You know kind of what goes with what. So when we were down there at like RBQ, we knew exactly what we could match up with some of the beers that we were drinking that night, like the Schwartz beer.
And I don't like to complicate it too much.
No,
doesn't
have to be super
The
complicated.
fried pickles were delicious.
Yeah.
I know the whole Cicerone guidelines and how they like to do things, and
Right.
I like to stay abreast of what's hip and contemporary. But
absolutely,
it depends on what you're in the mood for. And sometimes there's an ill pairing that you just might want to go with.
With that said, I just want to ask Doug a couple of questions really quick that are coming up in my mind. So
Sure.
you don't have a restaurant per se or food being served made at the brewery. Are you bringing in food trucks? Are you doing orders out and delivery? What's the plan for the food element?
We do bring some food trucks in now, and that's getting more and more popular, as well as there's restaurants on either side of us. So there's literally, 3 places to eat within 50 yards. So there's
So can people take to go and then come in and eat?
Yes.
And our food trucks, I saw an article over the summer about vineyards trying to have food trucks and the town giving them shit about it.
It boils down to zoning. I don't know the specifics of it, but I think a lot of the agricultural zoned lands they're getting down on the food trucks with, but in business or hamlet business or zonings like that it doesn't appear to be an issue, but I'm definitely not an expert on.
Are you guys feeling that the same way?
Well, as far as the food trucks are concerned, we have them constantly.
All the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a staple in most of the,
And you have now one
Suffolk County.
permanently.
Yeah, we just launched ours on January 18th.
Which is awesome.
So Nofo Chew Co.
Yep.
North Fork Chewing Company.
Now, is that outsourced to, is there separate people doing it, or are you?
No,
or
so
is
it's
North Fork
part
on that?
of our company, but
Okay.
a longtime friend of Peter's, Kirsten Moore, is spearheading that.
Okay.
And so she's running it, managing it. She's cooking. She's been in the food industry for quite a few years.
So one of the great things about having food trucks is you can have variety coming in every so often. Are they, obviously with the food trucks, you guys are experiencing getting different people in. What about the permanent? Is she changing up the menu every so often?
We have definitely changed up the menu, especially with what customers ask for. We actually just launched a new menu this past weekend with hash brown rancheros, a Nofo cheesesteak, because some of the other past food items may not have been as filling for people. We just launched some new ones. There was one Sunday where Kirsten was actually sick with the flu, and Peter got on the truck and cooked, and we cooked up some pierogies and kielbasa.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like me some good hot
Which is
meat.
nice because Polish Town's right there. in Riverside, so,
You guys have that all the time. Figuring that out very
yeah.
quickly.
Oh, yeah.
When you guys started up over 10 years ago now,
Mm-hmm.
how much the town kind of dictates what kind of food you're going to get in there, what sells better, what sells not as much. Do you have a lot of that going on?
I don't know. I would say that it's kind of a mixed bag because we have a lot of different food trucks with really varied menus, and you never really know what's going to hit because we'll get a hot dog food truck in, and you'll think, oh, this is going to kill it.
It's going to kill.
Right? And it might not. But then, we'll get an empanada truck in there, and they'll kill it. They'll sell out. So you really never know. And honestly, that's fine with us. We try to vary it every weekend. If we can.
Right, because if you're a returning customer, you don't want to be like, oh, I got to get the pizza again. Or
Got to keep it
Same
fresh.
thing, right, Doug? I mean, you have the same kind of concept where you're just trying to rotate in and out of different food trucks and different options, as well as having the restaurants around that have different menus.
Well, we're still actually learning a lot about this. We've only been doing this for a year now, so we're actually, taking advice from other people as far as what to do.
This is why we bring people in. Look at this. People helping people. People helping people. James, what do you guys have, in the town right now that's going to, and besides, Bright Eye Beer Company coming in, that's going to really
they
kind of
ran out of beer.
Oh, right, they're not open.
They drank them dry. They literally drank
grand
them dry.
opening, grand closing. That's
not surprising.
That is Mr.
That
Joe.
town needed a brewery for
I
years.
know they're packing up more stuff, but they were descended upon. There was a lot of excitement about the opening.
That's great.
It's like the 500 came down from the Gap in the
You got to come to Long Beach, and again, this is an open invitation to all of you out there.
There's a question.
When you want to
question
come
on
down,
Facebook.
just hit
Go ahead,
me up.
answer it.
And I know Gratz loves this. So
Yes.
I'm James Art Beer on Instagram. Send me a DM or jamesartbeer at Gmail, and just hit me up when you're coming to visit, and we'll hit one of the joints.
Cool. Graz will definitely
James,
come
it's
down.
Graz. First of all, Joseph Abruzio Jr. said said Steve Pominski is so hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can put him back on air for you, Joe. Hold
One of
on,
the
let me
many
put him
things
on.
Joe is 100% right on.
Joe is my boy.
Hi, Joe.
Joe Abruzio Jr. said, "How about mead on Long Beach, Frank?" Or
There you
James?
go.
Yeah.
Whoever's
That's
on
what
fire.
I need,
mead,
Definitely
James.
a good
That's what you
idea.
need. A little mead
Little
works.
variation.
Fucking mid or
Hell
not.
yeah.
Greg DiFilippo on Facebook said, "Please put the camera on the two chicks." Forget about
It's been on every. But first of all, there's no close-up shot for the girls. It's all five of us. Steve Cam, Graz Cam. That's
All
the way
right, Joe
it works.
Stas says pierogies and beer make me happy.
That might be true.
Yeah.
Pierogi.
Me too.
Pierogies.
And
Yeah,
Joshua
there's-
Broughton said, "Send me dick pics." Just
Yes.
kidding.
All right, Josh, I'll get it to you tomorrow.
Working on it.
Working
on it.
I'm working on it now. Yeah, James, have you had any experience with mead?
Yeah, of course. I love mead.
So we
Mead
have
is
a
the original,
great
mead is
place.
The original fermented beverage.
That's
it
it.
predates
Absolutely.
all of the grain and grape beverages. I mean, it's a lot of the terms that we use in our common vernacular, like honeymoon, come from mead.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
And listen, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send you a quick DM while we're talking, and it's to Joe over at WA Meadworks. Pretty much a friend to everybody. If you're not friends with this guy, you're the problem, not him. So that's the way that works. James, he's a really great guy, and he does a lot of work in the mead industry.
A lot of collabs with brewers.
Yes,
too.
a lot of collabs with brewers as well. And he just produces ridiculously
Is he the
good
fellow
mead.
that just won out at the Cask Festival?
Yes.
Or is it real
A fucking meadery won the TBC
Cask
the second
Fest,
annual
yep.
Cask Fest, the Nano Cask Fest.
That says something about his work.
We won it last year.
Yes.
And if anybody, I was glad that he took it, so now I could go visit
That's great to hear.
Yes.
Great to hear. Well,
I'm sending it to you now, James. There you go.
If someone wants exposure,
yes,
whether you want to throw a party in the beer garden, whether you want to try to get a tap account, whether you want to take a tour of town, and for you, Mike, you got to come check out Das Beer Garden. You're gonna have a cow. Drew, the owner, is a great guy. And he's a fun-loving guy, and he carries German beers. He's got a connection to the Polliner family.
Joe knows. I'm sorry, James knows where my heart is.
He's dedicated to German beer, and it's like an indoor beer garden, and it's just a fantastic place. And that's going to be our launch pad for this little local brewery tour. And again, it's a testament. Nassau County is a little bit tougher just because
I would imagine. It seems
of
a little.
the rent. And Long Beach Brewing Company is a perfect example of that because they had before Bright Eye. Long Beach has been trying to open or was trying
years
before
before
they
Bright
opened their
Eye did.
facility in Long Beach. The city was cooperating with them and using their resources to reach out to realtors because they wanted it. Every city planning board knows it's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So they couldn't swing the numbers as far as the dollars per square foot, and the rent alone was enough to discourage a lot of breweries from opening in Nassau County. And we finally have some guys like are willing to step up and pull a trigger. We all know the story about Barrier.
Yep.
You know, they're in Ireland and England and Spain and Italy, and
that's because Bobby
they're
travels the
taking over
world with just a
but, you
backpack
know,
of Barrier beer.
I remember
Smokes
when
weed with every brewer, and then that's pretty much how it goes, Bob.
And guys from your show,
and
too.
guys from your show, yeah, Grass included, yes.
It feels like yesterday that Evan and Craig were brewing on a half-barrel brewery.
Yeah.
And, you know, double batching and delivering till God knows what time in the morning. You know, you know, they focused on New York City as their marketplace for exposure.
It's like dessert,
And,
by the way.
you know, long
I love
story
dessert.
short, the rest is history.
That's awesome.
I expect North Fork
Full pour
to make some big waves
Boss pour.
in the brewing industry. I know the other lady there, she's over at Long Island.
Yes.
And I know they've been at it for a while, and we've had some of their beers out here.
Mhm.
But they're carried by Claire Rose, and
Yes.
you know, I'm not sure if that's an obstacle. That's a whole nother conversation for the brewing industry. But
right.
For you, for
we're more than happy to
promoter or
do
restaurant
Long
owner and
Island,
things like
too.
that.
You know, just reach
Absolutely.
out to me, and I
Can you
think
go
Kristen
outside
is
of the Claire Rose
rep
contract,
down
do you know?
here, and we'll get it going.
Can you privately sell?
We're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. Could you, if someone wanted to, I don't know, have a keg for their birthday party at a house, could you do that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You can't sell to other retail accounts.
Right. Exactly.
Right,
Sure,
okay.
that makes
Exactly.
sense.
Yeah,
yes.
all right.
Yeah, we'll buy Long Island through Claire Rose.
Right.
Yeah,
you
he'll
know,
do it.
We'll buy it through their distributor. I don't think North Fork is there yet. Do you guys deliver to Nassau County at all?
Yeah, they do. They actually, yeah, I've seen it expand and
last year
extend
when
all the
we
way into the
pulled
city.
off
You
Rocky
guys are
Top,
selling
we had to go there.
beer everywhere.
Speaking of which, we still Ryan over at Barbecue still has one of your barrels, and I will personally return it. So,
Oh, an empty barrel, I hope. Don't give us back the beer.
He may be a little miffed. He may be a little miffed that I still have. I don't have it, but I will get his.
Still has the
it's
information.
a
You got
half barrel.
You got like a GPS
but-
tag on it, don't you?
We had to go to the Brewers Collective. We had to go to
Yep.
Dubco.
Yeah, you had to travel all over
and so we had a rally out there. We wanted to offer beers that had never been on tap in New York City. I thought it was kind of cool.
Very cool. It was a great experience, and we really loved it. It was phenomenal
And,
day,
you know,
phenomenal time, and seeing everyone's
Food,
face.
You know, the barbecue.
Pete, I think Pete had a perpetual boner on the drive home because of all that delicious wet meat.
Sheila's head just tilted right.
I know.
We got some ladies.
Well, I try to paint the picture with
And that's
words.
probably
That's
why
my
the
job.
five-week-old is here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
The
right.
timing lines up.
Actually, shit, it does kind of
Kinda
line
lines
up.
up.
a little. All right. James, I really have to pee.
Sweaty meat bonus.
And we got to take a break. We haven't braked since last hour and a half. Give us the last big plug. Tell us where we can find tickets for April 18th and any other future events and endeavors you have going on.
Well, they're probably going to go on Eventbrite, but I'm
Okay.
going to cap it at 30. I want to make it a more of a personal experience. You know, it's
Nice.
not like a big event I'm throwing. It's just for the people who are, you know, hardcore craft fans to get exposure and kind of kill three birds with one stone in one afternoon. You know, let's have a little fun and promote craft brewing in our neck of the woods in New York.
I think one of the things you really do well is to make it small, make it intimate, and make it a lot of fun. I think that's the bonus.
You know, we got to start. Maybe we'll have a big thing.
Right.
But for right now, I want to concentrate on making it a successful event.
Correct.
And you know, where I can have more control of what's going on.
Mike, are you peeing your pants?
Yes, I am.
So
So
listen, I'll
James,
let you go.
yeah,
You know, if
James.
I can-
Thanks for calling in,
Wait,
James.
what's the link to get to the ticket sales?
Just go to James Art Beer.
James Art Beer on
or
Instagram.
send me. For now,
Okay.
You know, I'll make an announcement, and you'll see something on Eventbrite, I imagine. But
okay,
you know, if you guys want to go, and I'll give, you know, I'll hook anyone there who wants a ticket. I'll give you a ticket. Just reach out to me. They're gonna sell out probably within a week or two.
Perfect. So thanks a
So
lot,
if
man.
you want to go, it's the best just to reach out to me directly.
Perfect. James Art Beer on Instagram, on any other social media. Really appreciate everything you do for the show, man. I'm very sincere with that. Very good friend to the show, and calling again in a few weeks, and we'll want to hear how it went.
I was even muzzled.
Yes.
And Doug, I don't know, Doug, if we can get your beer out here. We'd love to have it in North Fork.
Well, when Doug builds his 10-barrel system with his hands, he definitely have enough beer to throw a keg or two into the Nassau County area and expand a little bit.
I know the other guys wanted to get us beer. They just didn't have the resources to do so. So if we need to meet in the middle or take a trip out there, when I drop off the barrels.
Yeah. He's on Hudson Street. He's on Hudson Street for WFAN.
Yes. Yeah. There you are, and here I am, and a fan.
But for now, I want to get in touch with North Fork about getting them on it.
He really loves
I know.
it. No, I'm serious.
I sensed that.
Yeah, because it was so good. That was one of the ones we were excited about too when we went out there at RBQ to have that. We were like, oh, this is
James. I'm coming.
Awesome.
I'm coming to Long Beach.
There you go.
All right, buckle up.
Hit me up.
Yeah, hit him
Buckle
up.
up.
DM him. Go to James Art Beer on Instagram and Twitter and
Thanks,
find out all the
James.
happenings
Thank
that are going
you, James.
on. Appreciate,
Thank
buddy.
you, ladies, for doing what you do. Keep pushing the ball forward, and it's a great cause, and we're going to support you whenever you're doing.
Yeah,
whatever
thanks
you're
so
doing
much
next.
for the support on the project. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you.
All right,
Have
buddy.
a great night, guys.
We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, buddy.
All right, Greg D. Filippo wants to know.
Don't care. I got to pee in my pants.
Wait,
So
wait,
we're
wait.
Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to Govs Radio, internet radio versus whatever that alien shit is. Whose idea was this anyway?
Tried to change but stayed the same, and I'm trying to forget. Your makeup flakes like ashes from a dying cigarette. And if the walls around us crumble and this all comes crashing down, I'll just be thankful that I'm dying next to you. I'm a dead man's tracks in a dirty walk on. It was the last thing left of me, and I know you're moving on, but it's just hard to see. I don't wanna watch you fall. I don't wanna watch you fall.
the Wort on GovsRadio.
Hey, moron, it's pronounced the Wort.
What the hell is a wort?
It's pronounced the Wort.
What is it? The wort? Yeah, okay, I'll do that again. This is the Wort on GovsRadio.
It is the Wort. Not wart, not fort, not short. The Wort.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what that means. When do you guys start drinking?
Who says we haven't been drinking?
Where's mine? If I say it correctly this time, can I have a drink?
We'll think about it.
You're listening to the Wort on GovsRadio.
Hey-oh, it's the Word, Mike and Pete, GovsRadio.com. We are live here with lots of people in the studio, lots of stuff going on. Phone calls coming in, 516-465-3990, 516-513-0515. Call in to get AC Beer Fest tickets. And yes, Max McGill has been supplying us with the music in between all of our segments. Max McGill, part of the Deep End, actually is the brains and brawn of the Deep End, a local band here on Long Island. So thanks again, Max. He just sent me a message saying that he got a message about us copywriting the shit out of his music, and I told him I was doing it, so he approved it. So at least we have music that won't be Spotify and YouTube. Yeah, well, it's a personal band, so...
After you rudely interrupted me, I wanted to let you know that Joe Abruzio Jr. said that Pete's hot and wants to know if he's single.
Yes.
Greg DiFilippo wants to know if Michelle is single.
Well, you had to understand, I was filling up to my left eyeball with piss, so I had to go.
Joe Stars wants to know...
If anyone watched online, I ran out of here.
Joe Stars wants to know if Steve Perminsky is single.
That might be true. Hold on, I got you. This is 7 mics. I just put up 1 through 6. Gab, what were you saying after you what?
No, the magic.
I didn't have your
and Steve Wynn wants to know if Doug if Doug is single. Just so you know.
Steve Wynn, part of the Hopwins Brew. They're opening soon, March 21st.
I cannot wait to hang out there and not with you guys.
Oh, that's nice.
We have to go.
Such a good set. I'll go.
I'll go too.
At night, but we have to go. Yeah.
I have the same thing at night.
I know. You and I will be at the same thing at night.
Also, you guys can invite me if you'd like.
Steve, can I go with you? Just me and you start
I would
hanging
just
out?
figure you're going to be there.
I have nothing else to do.
That's true.
I'll start hanging out with you, Steve. Fuck these two. It'll be the work.
Oh, there it is again.
It'll be the work of Steve and Graz.
There you go. Well, no, listen, we're going to go over to Hopwins and say hello. They came on very early on, almost over a year ago now, and we're part of the revolution of what's going to happen in that area. So you got, of course, Great South Bay. You have Dubco in Bayshore. You have
they're right next door to the Brewers Collective.
Brewers Collective right next door, and of course now them. So it's now on Ghost. Of course, now you're putting together this nice little hub.
Ghost. My boy.
Hey, Scott Flug from Republic Bar in Main Street says hello.
Hi, Scott.
Flugs.
Scott.
Absolutely.
Love the Scotty Flug.
Nice.
You know Scotty. He wants to be a comedian. Steve.
Really?
Yes. He told me that.
Dude, comedy college. That's probably the way to go, right?
College.
Just at least to go there and get some chops and get people like
you get to get on stage every single time you come in for class, and then you have a show.
Yeah.
At the end where you get all your family and friends and other people's family and friends show up. It's a good time.
And you really
if
get that
you're
experience, which is
it's
what
a real bad time if you're not.
No, that's not true. I've been lucky to get guys that have bombed too. I've got like a guy named Jeff Bosey and Charles Myers.
No, it's bad for them.
Yeah, Mike
that's what I'm
Zimmerman.
saying.
But no,
it's
I
bad
have
for
young.
them.
I have
awesome
young,
for us to watch him crash and burn.
Crash and burn.
Yeah, I love it.
Go kill yourself.
I love making fun of them. Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
Sorry, they're really loud.
I tell them to shoot themselves all the time.
It's got to be liberating in a sense, though, too. Like just to do that poorly and there's nowhere but up, right?
Right,
I mean, after
yeah.
that,
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
could
it's
totally
a tough one,
do
right?
that. I could totally.
The
do
worst,
you wanna be
that.
on
the
a
worst
limo
gig
talk
I ever
show?
did
Yes.
was
I
at the Laugh Factory. That's how long ago this was. So I'm at the Laugh Factory, and I get on stage, and as I'm looking around, I'm dressed exactly as the staff is. I'm wearing this blue long sleeve, same exact color that they wore.
You think you're going to get up there and announce the drink
I'm just
special.
and so I got up there. I'm like,
Tip your
your
waiters.
order will be out in a few minutes. I'm sorry I didn't get your drinks. I was like, why didn't anybody tell me there was a dress code?
That's perfect.
Everyone was.
And then I was like this.
That's Mike Nicolia.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, this is wow. I feel really loud in my headphones.
The best advice I got,
Yeah,
like in
there we
high
go.
school, when you have to give like those presentations in class, and like a friend of mine was like, "Do you pay attention when anyone else is talking?" I'm like, "Of course not." He's like, "No one gives a shit what you have to say either." I'm like, "That's very liberating." I don't have to.
Makes
And
no
let's
one
slip
can care.
a word in there that like, and in 1846, suck a dick.
No one's paying attention.
Brother
No
Joshua
one's
goes,
paying
"What? What was that?
Yeah,
What was that?"
right.
Yes.
Yeah, Kai went saying it. This.
Who gave me this Satan's Kingdom?
I did you.
It is so good.
Ooh,
I'm glad you like it.
I want to try that, but that extra special bitter was not what I was expecting.
Is this
that
it right
bitter
here?
was
It's
good, Michelle.
terrific.
I liked it.
Nice.
Michelle, I liked your bitter.
Oh, that's
Well,
not my
it's
bitter.
not ours.
Whose bitter was it?
That was
Doug's.
Doug's. That was Doug.
Doug, you got awesome
Doug.
bitters, baby.
Thank you.
Dougie Summers.
Yeah, that wasn't what
I am bitter.
You got a
Dougie
great,
Summers.
you are bitter, Doug. A little
I thought
bit.
you were smooth, Doug.
I gotta drink yourself a personality,
can
Doug.
be.
I can do that.
He's fine, dude.
I like him a lot.
He did a great
He's
job.
got great bitters.
It does, and a great brew. What do you have coming up, Doug? What's the? I know you said you're putting that 10 barrel in. What's the timeline for that first?
It'll be up and running before the month is over.
Wow,
Excellent.
so it's really right there.
It's been sitting there looking at me for
Now,
6 months. Well,
What are you going to fill it up with first?
I was gonna say, what's the first thing you're gonna do in that?
Pot.
beer.
Actually, yeah, beer. Actually, I'm gonna fill it with water and test it.
There you go. Yeah, if it
Make
leaks.
sure it doesn't leak. Oh, crap.
It'll leak shit.
Yeah. I guess you should have paid
Water,
attention in
maybe a
class.
little bit of soapy solution.
Actually, the first would probably be red.
Yeah.
Because that seems to be going so fast now. I need to be making more of that.
How long would that process take?
Which
Is
The
it an
red.
ale or a lager?
it's an ale.
Okay, so it's 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
No, that I get.
3?
You can go quick.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. The lagers take me 5-6
Okay.
weeks.
Yeah.
But the ales, yeah.
Now, would that then drop you out of the, let's say, St. Patrick's Day theme? Do you think that's something you're trying to align with, or it doesn't matter what time of year it is, that red
No,
cell?
it seems to be popular.
So that's going to be like
year-round.
a year-round.
It is.
That's
I mean,
great.
yeah. I was very surprised that it, did as well as it did.
It's,
Right.
you know what?
doing
It's very approachable for many people. It's not bitter. It's not too sweet. It's not overly hoppy. Right down the middle of the road. So somebody that's not a big beer fan,
And it's also not something like a Hefeweizen or
That's right. It's not you.
or
It's not
golden
where it has
ale.
a unique yeast profile. It doesn't have things that stand out that might, people might be like standoffish with. It's very easy drinking. Very easy drinking.
Doug, what did you do before this? Before beer?
What do I still do?
Oh, yeah, what do you still
my
do?
day
You strike me
job?
as an accountant
There you go.
No.
or a warehouse manager.
He works for the
Warehouse
fan.
manager.
What an odd.
I work at Circle K. No, actually,
What a reference that is.
I'm,
I don't know what a
He strikes me as an
actually,
accountant
the new
or a
Bill and
warehouse
Ted movie's
manager.
coming out this year.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for that for 20 years. But I'm a boat mechanic by day.
Really?
Oh.
Hence being able to
Doug.
make your own brewing vessels.
Yeah, and I'm an electrical engineer by education, so I build all my own.
Oh, you're like a
electronics
stuffy
and
rich guy
gadgets.
that's just fucking doing this on the side.
Stuffy rich guy. You mean he's just
guy,
very
oh my God.
skilled?
You got a yacht and a fucking house
Kevin
in the
from
Hamptons.
Flying Belgian, also an electrical engineer by trade, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, correct.
Okay, I'm not,
Yeah.
sure, but yeah.
Yeah, he built that whole box himself.
Doug, you want to adopt any kids?
Are they rich?
No, but they're drunk and fat, so they're
Now
all-
you built your own brew house. What about the fermenters and?
Actually, that's the only thing now that I'm actually going to lease is fermenters because I don't feel like making 10-gallon jacketed fermenters.
There you go. Because that would be.
You should smell this room.
That
with
would
the
it would
ferment-
actually be a fun project, but I just don't have the time. But I am making my own glycol chiller and all the other stuff that goes with it. I make my own refrigerators.
That's so
How many
cool.
hours, like, how many
not
hours
enough
do you have
hours.
in
There's
equipment?
not-
To manufacture that equipment, like, how much time invested is that?
I've never really kept track of it, because I just, I do my day job, then I go and I make beer and I fill in at the tap room when I need to, and then when I have time left over, I work on the other stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle of building a
And
bottling
then says
machine
hi to
and
his
a canning
girlfriend
machine.
as he
What
walks
time do you
out.
finish?
Yes, I'm
Doug,
walking in the house as she walks
What
out.
time do you finish usually? What's your do you have a 9 to 5 or you have your own hours?
Yeah, no, I have a 9 to 5 job, and then I go down and work at the brewery. And I'm not young anymore, so I can't be doing that 11 o'clock at night
Yeah.
crap. You know what I mean? By 9 o'clock, I need to be home, laying down with the remote
Enjoying
in
the
my hand.
beer.
Yeah.
And in your pants watching
No, but
the
I can't even.
Rangers.
I don't even drink during the week because it's like now that you get old, it's like, I can either drink beer or eat, otherwise I get fat, or my cardiologist will say, well, you can't drink this, you can't do that. So now that you really enjoy doing this stuff, you're not allowed to anymore. So weekend, all bets are off.
There you go.
Right.
But during the week, it's either eat or drink.
You're being very good. That takes a lot of willpower. Something I don't have right now.
So basically, what you're
Give
saying
it-
is
give
you're a
it another
blast
30
on the
years.
weekends.
I know.
You're
Well, I
a
hit
blast
the-
on the weekends, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Say that a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So-
oh, yeah.
There it is.
All right.
There it is.
So, what do you think of all these new styles?
Slightly
So, like you
aroused.
mentioned, in a past life, while you were in Germany, you'd gotten exposed to all these really good old world beer styles, and that seems to be what influences your brewing. but-
Those are the beers that I like the most. I like the old traditional styles, and I'm actually looking forward to making some beers that probably are not going to sell at all. But
Well, what style do you think that everyone's missing out on? Like, so hazy IPAs, sour stouts, those are
smoked beer.
There you
Rauch
go.
beer.
Smoke. Nobody, you know what I mean?
What's smoked beer? What's smoked
Oh my God,
beer?
it's freaking delicious.
What is it?
Well, they take the grain and they smoke it, and then you just make it like you would a regular beer.
God,
And
I
actually,
love
I
smoking
tried that
things.
one from Blue Point, the Dragonflies of Matches, I think, or something like that. They released a Rauch
that was
beer
good,
over the summer, and I was, it was good, but unimpressed by the level of like smoky flavor. I was
Right.
One of the
Well, I
best
think-
is from Blind Bat. He does the Hell Smoke Porter.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
It is like drinking liquid kielbasa. It is
I know.
so freaking good. He uses apple wood to smoke his grains, and then he's brewed that beer for quite a while. It is phenomenal, and it's a true tradition of Rauch beer.
Mike,
If
have
you
I
like,
ever-
uh,
have I
was
ever
from,
tried that, Mike?
Barrier.
No, I haven't
Have
had
you
that
tried
one yet.
smoky beer yet?
I've seen it, but I haven't. No, not the Blind Bat one.
We haven't tried. I
God,
don't know
what's
if I've
that?
tried
What's
it.
that one from Barrier? The it's like a sea monster name or something.
Sea monster. No, I'm
Octopussy.
No.
Sigmund.
All right.
Sigmund
Well,
the
you're
sea
pretty
monster?
close with the sea monster thing. If you like smoked meats, give us a call 516-465-2990.
If you like to smoke my meats,
There you go.
There it is.
Or if you like to smoke
That was
Graz meats,
predictable, Graz.
that number is 516-513-0515. You can also win tickets to the New Jersey AC Beer Fest,
Yeah,
April
nobody-
3rd.
Rip rap.
Nobody's calling in. for
Rip
that.
I
rap.
understand.
Yes, yes.
No, well, we had a
That's
couple
the-
of calls, but
Yeah.
Can I
At
answer
the
a
same
question and try to
time-
win tickets?
We need more.
everyone,
I
that-
don't have my cheat
You're
sheet in front of me
eligible.
anymore, so-
don't steal it and bring it. No, we're gonna. If we don't give them away tonight, we have another show
one more
coming up.
show.
We have another show, so no big deal.
We'll give you a photocopy.
I wanted. That's why I started tonight. True.
Doug, I'll go with you.
in
Me
with
and
my
you.
voice. Hi, yeah, this is Doug. Not the same Doug, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I
So-
was
so s-
surprised Pat's wife didn't call back, or Pat's whoever
Oh
it was.
yeah, his girlfriend.
His
he
girlfriend
said.
was supposed to
Probably
call.
She knows all that crap.
That's right.
what- Yeah,
That
so-
crap.
right?
All of the crafts.
All the crap.
But
So
the difference
smoked
is New
beers-
Jersey people.
What else do you think is
Schwarzbier.
love that style?
And the one that I actually want to make, which I know is going to go over like a Led Zeppelin, is something called Mum. It's a beer they made like in 1200.
Yep.
3-hour boil.
Yep.
Is that a lot?
Oh yeah,
I'm stupid.
It's a super bitter, syrupy, strong beer.
Is it low and slow, or do you're boiling at the same temperature?
Oh no, you're definitely cranking away because
Yeah.
one of the
Trying to burn
trademark
off a lot
things
of
that
that.
I've read about is it's thick, which normally I don't tend to like. Like some imperials tend to be a little too, but I don't know. I just
So what about the 3-hour boil? Like other than making the beer more viscous, I guess
It'll make
maybe?
more viscous, and it'll make it incredibly bitter because if you have hops floating around there for 3
Okay,
hours,
got
it's
it.
going to you know what I mean
Got
extract
it.
as much of the.
By the way, you guys all
hop
lost
oils.
out on having more of the ESB. I'm going to finish off the ESB, then I'm going
I
to
mean,
have a shot.
Are you like a
Wheat
mad
beers this
scientist,
summer.
Doug? Do you sit there and try to create different things?
My girlfriend says that of me. Yes.
So you are like a mad scientist. You sit there on a Saturday and say, "Let's put this together."
Yeah, but I think everybody else who likes to make beer does the exact same thing.
So
right? It's-
I'm getting a
Bill
feel that
Nye
you
the
might
Science
be,
Guy.
You might be going more towards the German style beers like Box, Double Box throughout the year. I'm not saying constantly.
Yeah, I love a lot of the English styles too.
Okay.
Czech Pilsner, which is actually the first beer I was going to make when I was home brewing. I love Pilsner Urquell. It's like my favorite summer beer. And I was like, oh, well, I'll make that as my first homebrew beer. I'm like, well, why do I want to do that when I can go buy a 6-pack, So I just shot from the hip from then and came up with my own stuff and just went from there.
Pete, give
Any
him the list.
Hefeweizens?
I love Hefe.
I know, man.
Von Stefan
Doug.
is
A real,
like the
oh my
best.
God.
Doug, get
That
the
was
questions. Get
probably
the
one of the
questions so
best
you and I
deals.
go to the AC Fest.
Okay.
All right? I'll go with you. I'll meet you on the LIE. We'll go. I'm in Farmingdale. You're in Mattatuck.
I think the
Get
answer
the questions.
is cats.
Yes. Just cats. On a leash. They have to be on a leash, though, which makes it awkward and loud in there. Yeah, she's choking it, dragging it inside. Well, anyone that was thinking about calling in, yeah, it's getting too late right now for New Jersey people to be up and about. So whoever did that,
because the time zone,
with the curfew,
the time zone,
Yes.
the curfew,
and the martial law,
Right, martial law,
especially Jersey.
Oh, it's
Martial law.
10:43.
Yeah.
I told people that they have about a half an hour left about 20 minutes ago. So, if you have, your YouTube on or your Facebook on or your GovsRadio.com on, your last chance to give us a call tonight, 516-465-3990. Answer 3 questions about New Jersey breweries. You can have your phone out in front of you. You just got to be quicker. And then, of course, answer these correct, and you will win 2 tickets to AC Beer Fest, April 3rd, Newfound Glory, early November. And, of course, I think it's somewhere over 55 New Jersey breweries going to be there, as well as a lot of out-of-state breweries. Long Ireland is going to be there.
Yes, we will.
So you can come and drink. Do you know what you're pouring out on that festival yet?
I honestly have no idea yet.
Do they have to listen to Newfound Glory if they go?
Most breweries don't know to the week leading up. They're like,
Just see what they have.
What do we
the
got?
most of?
What do we have the most of, and what do we want to push?
Right. Well, that's true. Yeah, it's a marketing thing too. Why else would you be doing it? And that I never really got the inside track for you guys on exactly the marketing plan for Brewfest. So is it something? Because I know, like for us media people, we have our fees waived. Is there a fee to get into Brewfest to be pouring?
Yes, some no. Great American Beer Festival, I want to say it's like $200 and something.
And that's it. That's not bad.
Yeah, but you're also giving away the beer.
Right, and you got to ship it.
You got to ship it,
and you got to pay people to be there.
You got to hotel
unless
rooms,
you're doing it.
and
Yeah, there's some overhead.
You have to register your brewery,
Right.
so that's another $300.
Another fee, yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
What is what about local ones here?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
Good.
well, here's the thing: local ones.
Yeah.
If they charge you, then you're not going to go.
Right. Right.
And they need you. So.
Joe?
What is it? Oh, this is the word with Mike at PeteGovsRadio.com. Who do we got on the phone? Did he hang up?
They hung up.
Oh,
Joe.
God, Joe,
Talking
call
in the
back.
background.
Fucking balls. He'll call back. There it is.
There we go.
Is that Joe? It's
Hey,
the word with Mike
handsome.
and Pete. I don't need any introduction, but who is this?
This is Joe Staz.
Joe's dad?
From Joe Staz. From Del
Oh,
I don't know.
I thought that was Joe Abruzzo.
I thought it was Joe
I
Bruzzo,
think
too.
He was on the line before.
Hey, Joe. Where are you calling from?
Delray Beach.
Delray Beach, Florida?
Shit.
That's right.
Wow.
He's the guy that wants to come on a fucking minor league beer
Oh,
tour.
so you... Joe, how did you hear about the show? Let's start
he
there.
likes my show.
I don't care.
Let's
Why?
see. Facebook?
Yeah. Okay, Facebook. So on the GovsRadio.com
Joe, you could have
Facebook
said
page.
limo talk, you prick.
Let me talk to him. You talk to him all the time. So Facebook, Govs Radio. So I appreciate you calling in. Let me ask you a question before I ask some questions to you. Would you be able to get to New Jersey on April 3rd?
Actually, no, because I'm in Delray.
All right. Yeah, no, I figured. I figured you weren't going to make the trek up for a beer fest. What?
Oh, here we go.
Well, I'm not going to ask him questions.
Here we
He's
go.
working the angles right now.
I'm working your angles. Stop trying to win the tickets.
Why? If I win the fucking
You're
tickets,
not
I
gonna-
got 3 people go down there.
All right, wait. Okay, let's.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
give him one
Let's back
question.
up. All right.
What is the curfew in Jersey?
And go.
10 o'clock.
Yeah. That means everyone's indoors.
Before the
Actually,
Jersey Devil
I'll
comes
ask
out.
you a question because some of these questions will repeat themselves the next show for people. Here's a quick question for you. You ready? And more than likely, you're going to have your phone either on you or in front of you or a computer. So here it is. According to historical records found in New Jersey, what town was the first brewery in New Jersey established?
I totally forgot.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, good one.
Which one?
Hohokus, Joe.
I'm I'm taking a guess. Passaic.
Passaic. Passaic is in the county, isn't it? Passaic County?
And
Yeah.
you would be so wrong.
And unfortunately, that is a incorrect answer. That is incorrect. So I just threw out a nice little question for everyone listening. In the future for next show, they have now 5 of the questions that we're going to ask available to them. So if they get those 5 questions, or at least 3 of those 5 questions asked to them, they can win tickets to AC Beer Fest next week on March 24th. Is that our next show? Where we have Rob Raffer from Uber Geek in.
Oh, yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. Rob said, let's do it. And then he's going to bring in, he said he wanted to bring in some industry people. So I said, whoever the hell you want to bring in, you bring them down. I don't care if it's your dog.
Joe,
bring
you
it.
have a
Bring the
question
freaking
for
dog
the
down.
show?
Whoa, can we bring dogs?
You're allowed to bring a dog. Just, you can't have it,
But no
shitting
cats
in the
on
hallway.
collars.
Joe, do you have a question?
No
for,
cats.
You have a
No
question
cats.
for Sheila? You have a question for
No.
Sheila or Michelle?
Wait. All right. So, sorry. Joe, I'm sorry. I had you turned down. Joe,
Thanks.
So you're watching the show tonight. Any questions for our panel? Sheila from Long Island and Michelle from North Fork, both part of the Lady Brewsters. We have Doug from Eastern Front, and
AKA
of course
Steve Summers.
And as you know, I got tired and got nothing. And we got Steve from Barrage, and we got Graz in there. So go ahead.
Actually, the 2 ladies over there, they seem quiet.
The 2 ladies over there.
The two youths.
The 2 youths.
It's a tough room,
They're
you
very
know?
quiet over there. I mean, seriously.
Have they? No, they've been good. They've been.
They're just
talking
afraid
along.
about walking out of here in the dark with the broken
Pavement,
Misspent in the back,
needles,
they're very
Parking lot, you know.
Been
CD parking lot.
We have 6 strapping young lads here that can walk them to their cars. They'll be fine, Joe.
Oh, okay.
But thank you, though.
Have you been to any breweries down by you in Delray?
No, actually, no. I'm thinking about going to one. I'm going to go look it up and find one.
Do me a favor. If you go onto your Google Maps app and just type in breweries, and it'll say breweries near me, and you go, fuck yeah. And then you just look at where all the dots are, and you go to those dots.
Go to the dots.
Yes.
And those dots are usually pretty good, trust me. From what we've experienced, the craft beer scene up here on Long Island, in New York, and New Jersey, and even Florida I've been down to. I've been upstate, I've been Massachusetts, I've been Connecticut. The brewery scenes everywhere are really fucking cool. And it's one of those things where once you do it a few times, like I said, I got my in-laws into it, you start going on your own and going, well, where can I go now? It's like a thing. It's a thing to do. It's a fun thing to do.
Pete, the buzz hit him. You see that, right? The buzz hit him a little bit, Pete? You see that?
Who?
The buzz, Mike.
What the fuck is he talking?
I have no idea.
Okay. So, Joe, Joe,
Moving on.
who's your favorite baseball team?
Mets.
There you go. Is that why you like them?
I hope Saberhagen breaks his arm. No, I'm kidding.
Saberhagen.
I used to play at Brett Saberhagen's
live in the
arcade
Bronx.
in fucking
Yes.
West Babylon.
Yes. I do.
Saberhagen. He's at home going, what the fuck? My arm's killing me.
Let me coach another year at the Ducks. Son of a bitch.
God damn.
What else you got to add to the show? Any other questions for anybody here?
No, I'm good.
All right. So thanks a lot
Hey,
for calling
Joe,
in, Joe.
thanks for calling in.
Thanks for calling in.
Enjoy
You're
Delray
welcome.
Beach.
Yeah.
Joe, what's the weather in Delray Beach right
Thanks,
now?
Joe.
Right now, it's
You'll never know.
Oh.
It's probably
you,
beautiful.
Joe.
It's probably beautiful.
Right now it's dark.
No, I'm just, yeah.
And they're under martial law, too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, be careful. Those
Are they?
Floridians.
Why?
Okay.
Really? No, not yet.
Now
but
somebody's
soon,
trying
I
to
heard.
eat somebody else's face or something.
Yes.
Wait, what? No, the coronavirus is trying to eat his face.
You know, the bath
Down
salts.
in Tampa. Yeah, be careful in
salts.
Tampa.
All about the
down
bath
there.
salts.
Bath salts. I'm just kidding, Joe. You still there?
Oh, no,
Bye-bye.
I hung up.
Okay, no, I
Oh, no.
Shit.
Oh,
I was
no.
gonna
Fuck
put
him
him back
back
on.
on.
I thought we were done.
I gave him the ass.
Joe Abruzio's trying to call, too.
He's
Is
calling
he?
in.
Yeah,
Hi,
he's going to
Joe.
call in a minute. He's usually a good talk. Doug, what do we have coming up with the brewery? Like I said, I know I've always, but we keep getting interrupted. So you have your 10-barrel system coming in. You're going to lease out fermenters. Yeah, I even pay attention. Kind of what are the Irish is the red is probably going to go in there first. But then what do you have bigger plans beyond that?
Well, the Miami Vice will be coming back. That's our summer beer.
Ooh. And what is that?
It's a wheat beer, but I don't call it a wheat beer because people expect banana cloves, and it's not. It's a I call it a wheat ale with tangerine, coriander, and honey malt.
Okay.
So it's the beer you drink when you're sitting down at the beach.
I fucking love you.
Doesn't Spider-Man have a beer by the same name?
That's Spider-Vice.
I've heard
Spider-Vice.
That's Spider-Vice. And where they had
with the fucking can art. Okay.
Yep. With Larry, and
yes. Okay.
Can I ask Pominski and Doug a question, please?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, this is my last question because I'm going to be leaving soon.
Oh.
Doug,
Yes,
what's
sir.
the perfect food for one of your beers? Like you know, like one of your beers you put out, you know, there's a perfect steak or lobster or scallops or shrimp.
Scallops.
Or, you
Well,
know,
with my stout steak,
Who's
for
feeling the
sure,
buzz now?
an elbow room marinated steak,
Oh, yeah.
filet, medium.
touching myself right now.
Filet?
Yeah, their filet is really good. It's either the shell is actually pretty good too. The T-bone is not so much thing, but
with the char on the outside, so good.
Steve,
and you
how
get
about
the
you?
fry.
He's getting deeper and deeper.
Steve, what about you, Steve?
well, obviously with me it would have been a salt and fudgery with a wonderful brownie chocolate.
Fucking ice cream sundae.
Yeah,
kinda,
fudgy with sea salt sprinkled on it.
That stout that you had from Trillium.
This, which is
No, the one you drank first.
Oh,
the
which
first
is
one.
fantastic.
I paired that up with a Tres Leches in their restaurant.
What's
at
a Tres
Four
Leches?
Point. It's wet
milks?
cake. It's wet cake.
So good.
I love. Ooh.
Is it beer or is it food?
No, it's food. It's
Okay.
it's a cake, but it's very wet, moist cake,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it has it's like on the brink of tiramisu and almost a pudding, but
never
yet
had
it
that.
still has the bread. You got it, dude. I love wet cake. I don't like regular birthday cake. I just like
You know,
really.
there's been
Are we
a
just
lot
gonna
of
leave that one
wet
there,
meat,
or-
Sheila, just so you know, I kept my mouth shut.
Thank you.
I had
That is
another
so
one,
unpredictable.
and I backed off of that one real quick.
That means you must- you must
Even
like
I
rum
turned
cake.
my head
Yeah.
at that
Right,
one. I was like,
Michelle
wait.
was like, "Oh, here comes
Like
grass."
wetter.
Oh yeah. I mean, a rum cake to me is a
Oh,
sponge
love
cake that
rum
has
cake.
so much rum in it
Love
that
rum
it
cake.
won't hold anymore.
Right.
Yes.
It's
like a
dripping
freaking
out.
super
Yes,
saturated
I agree.
with rum.
Yeah,
So
some
that's-
cakes that you get
Delicious.
drunk
Same thing.
eating.
It has that same feel. It's like a little spongy, but then it's holding on to all this moisture. And as you cut through it, a little bit of that comes out, and then that mixed with that. Oh, it was such a good combination. That's why I took a 4-pack home. I'm like,
I like lobster.
What
Doug,
Me too.
Doug,
What-
I
what
like
is that?
lobster.
Who
What would you out of all your beers? What would you put with lobster? Come on, Doug.
I'm thinking.
Me, you,
Come on,
some
Doug.
lobster.
I would say like a
We're on our
golden
way to
ale
the
or-
AC
Yes,
Beer
that's what I would
Fest.
say.
Yeah.
Right? I pick you up in Farm. I pick you up. You
blonde.
pick
I wasn't
me up from
expecting that.
Matatuck to
I didn't even
Farmingdale.
read it. Fuck me. I didn't even read this. By the way, we're
I'm
drinking
thinking
Carton.
Dunkel Weizenbach.
There we go.
Yeah, we're drinking
That's a
Carton.
German.
Another great New Jersey brewery
Yeah.
that was down there
It's-
last year, but it won't be there
It's
this
a
year.
Bach beer.
Hold
It's
on,
a wheat
Mike.
Bach
Oh,
beer.
sorry.
But
To
it's
the
not
phone.
really dark. And it's a little on the strong side, but I think it would go with lobster.
That's the one.
Or I
yeah.
should say that's what I would have with lobster.
Sorry, I was exclaiming that Carton does some great stuff. I've been to the brewery
Somebody's on the
a couple
phone.
of times.
What
I know
is
he's on the phone. Give me a second. And it's a 10% nitro Willet waffle. It's a pastry cream ale. And I sipped it thinking, or I didn't sip it. I gulped
Pastry
it thinking
cream
it
ale?
was.
Pastry cream ale,
Hey, you can
10%.
tell him that he can
Tastes
finish
like
the rest of that
syrup.
just to get the taste. There's a little bit left there.
Oh, no, I got some.
Oh,
I was
he
just,
you did?
some,
All right.
yes.
Yeah, it's just it's
Pastry
such an
cream ale, yeah.
unusual-
All right, so we're at MikeyPicosRadio.com. Who do we got on the phone?
Joe.
Joe.
What's up, handsome?
Hi, ladies. And
What
I'm not
up?
talking to Sheila and Michelle.
Hi.
Who don't you know,
How's it
Joe?
going?
I know everybody.
I know you do.
have you met me before?
You are
He
the most
really does know everyone.
cordial gentleman who's not a beer brewer on Long Island.
And even
who
likes
knows
me.
everybody.
Oh, and speaking of assault and fudgery,
Yeah.
I just want everyone to know I got the last pour at Barrage.
Yes. The last possible one before
The
they
literal
kicked down
literal
the
last
closing,
pour.
right?
I love
Closing
that
day.
beer.
It was one of those, like we said, one of those bittersweet days, but yet now we get Steve all the time, and that's what matters to us. We get the personality.
How's everyone doing tonight?
We're doing good.
Joey's got my
Great.
stool too.
Huh?
Yeah, I got the
Stool
nutsack
sample?
stool.
A lot of people got your stool.
What?
Stool.
You gotta
Joey's
say a
got
little
my
more
balls
than
stool.
I
He's
know.
got his ass,
That's
his
classic.
stool.
Joey's
Yes.
got my ball stool.
There you go.
That's much
Brazil.
better than I
was
thought.
alive and well in the meadery.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's there, right?
Abruzio.
Yes.
Yes.
It's grass.
here.
How are you? I'm leaving. Why? Why? Because Michael wants.
Bedtime, you old bastard.
No, I got to go pick up a customer. I'm 3 drinks in. No, I'm kidding.
Wait. 100% honesty. Our scheduled time is only to 11 o'clock.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we get 3 minutes before we go out on Facebook, Instagram, and our homepage. That doesn't mean we're going to stop. We continue recording. And in fact, I did this on purpose now, Graz, to now have extra content that people may have missed.
They want to watch.
After 11 o'clock, they want to watch.
You're a brilliant genius.
That's how we
genius.
do.
And by the way,
Brilliant
Pete is
Maybe
so
even a
hot.
stable
Pete,
genius.
you are so
Maybe.
hot tonight. You're turning me on, just so you know. I'll have kids with you, Pete.
I have enough. Thank you
Hey,
very
Joe,
much.
what's your most recent collaboration?
Oh, we just did. We're doing a peanut butter and jelly cream ale.
Oh, it's second
with
tag,
the-
right?
With the guys in Secatog. Yeah, we brewed it last Wednesday. Those guys are maniacs.
I could tell by the rapid fire Nerf gun that they shot right in your a-hole.
Dude, they have a fully automatic 100-round Nerf gun. That thing is fucking awesome.
Apparently, it doesn't cost very much to buy that at Target.
No, it's like $100.
Yeah.
It's not that cheap.
Oh, well, it's
I
not
mean-
that bad. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I wish we could show that, but Graz just dropped the can and it landed perfectly.
Oh.
It's pretty amazing. We're not going to move that.
No.
No.
That was cool.
Joe, so this peanut butter and jelly, tell us a little bit about it.
They have a cream ale recipe.
Okay.
That I really liked, and I thought it'd be a good base. And we just released a great session mead. So we just said, fuck it, let's make a peanut butter and jelly cream ale, because I don't know if anyone's ever done that.
I don't know of any. Do you guys know of any?
Yeah,
Cream ale.
We just had some ridiculous ideas. We were drinking one day.
That's where the best
Oh,
ideas
what a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, this started at the Brewers Collective Cast Fest, and we were drinking heavily. And we're
Congratulations
like,
on the win, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
And we're like,
congratulations,
let's do
Joe.
something
Way to
ridiculous.
take it home, Joey.
Yep.
So we started something ridiculous, and that's kind of like what we came up with when we were drinking.
I love it.
And so what?
By
give
the way,
me,
ladies,
give me
is
the
any more of your beer floating around somewhere? I need to try.
I mean,
at the
tap
breweries,
rooms, yeah.
yes.
Actually, there's another
out.
growler here. If you don't mind, I live
so
in
far
Lindenhurst.
away.
I can
Oh, I
drop
know,
it
but
off
I
to
can
Joe
help
if you
you,
like.
though.
I'll take it to Joe tomorrow. Joe, are you at the meadery tomorrow?
I'll be around. Yeah, I'll be around almost all day tomorrow.
All day? I could
All day.
if
When
they, if
does
they
your
agree
new
to it.
tasting room open?
The taste room is not moving.
No, it's
We're
their
actually
That's a production
done now.
facility.